it's a Chromebook from like 2011, 12.
Like it's I'm like, it's not from the 1900s. I'm from the 1900s. I'm
So am
ancient.
I.
I am too. He is not.
Anybody from the 1900s.
Whoa! The speaker, I still didn't turn it down, and somebody warned me too. We are from the 1900s, and welcome to my so-called life. I hope everybody's having a great week. If not, safe. We made it. Barely safe. We made it to Monday. I'm proud of all of us for being here. Tammy, how are you today?
Hey, I went to 2 different quilt shops today. I'm doing pretty good.
Oh. Wish I went shopping for fabric. Just
I
not
wasn't going shopping. I wasn't going shopping.
Oh.
I'm
you were
prepping
looking
for
for
Friday.
Yes.
Are you going to Narnia?
No, my mystery quilts, the fabric requirements and the colorways release on Friday.
Awesome.
Good evening, Denise. How are you?
Hi, Denise, Dre, and Katie, and Allie.
Hello, everybody. Dre, Katie, Alibaba, Denise. Hello, hello.
Hey, Papa.
Yay.
Hi, Chris.
Hello, everybody. Mona, hello, hello. Great to see you. Great to see you.
Hey, it highlights my name now. I've never seen that. Like, because I'm watching it on the stream. I've never seen it highlight my name. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You should see the things I get excited for online.
YouTube's changing, and it's advancing, which is amazing. I talked to William about it today. I got an email that they're going to start dubbing our voices for like in foreign languages, so they're going to be able to see that, and I thought that was amazing. It's like, I wonder what I sound like if I'm speaking, I don't know, Cambodian or something.
Did you think you were going to get that milk taker home last night?
What?
You know, I just have looking for some good stuff. I have that song from my short stuck in my head. Why don't you tighten up on your backstroke?
Hi, Mona.
Oh, my word. Yes.
I hope everyone's doing well. And you ready? You ready?
Oh, what?
I'm gonna do a high kick like the Rockettes in a second.
Oh my word! And you know what? It kind of like matches my outfit a little bit more today.
It is a bit regal. It looked like you're gonna tell people what to do. How's it going? Twinny McTwin from the Twin Planets, playing first base for the Minnesota Twins, former star of this show, Twin Peaks.
Oh, hello. I'm here, and I don't care.
I don't care. Oh, now I have that song stuck in my head. I love it.
I'm gonna have to look at the lyrics. I wonder if that could be my theme song for the I Don't Care video.
And for anyone wondering, I'm not kidding you. I didn't watch television from 1999 until 2009. So there's certain music I'll hear it, and I'm like, I like this song. And people are like, you've never heard this song? No. I was literally in the woods somewhere.
That's a good song. That's a good song.
I'm in the 3 yards of 108 trying to convince myself to iron it. Oh, do you know what's changed my life? And I'm sure everyone had way before I did. But somebody who's an absolute amazing and lovely person got me a mini iron.
Oh,
and it's changed my life. Because I just plug it in. I don't like an iron, this little mini spot. Like, it's changed my life.
Mine's right here. I was using it just a few moments ago. I made a block. It was great.
I don't go mini on much of anything. My mini stuff is my travel stuff.
No, I didn't see. I live that like Lancaster's past me. Oh, that is so funny. I did see something about a guy who jacked a white truck. I didn't know it was a milk truck.
Wow.
See, that'd be cool. If that crashed, me and all my neighbors would run out with cups. Like, all right, man, we've been waiting our whole life for this.
Look how warm it is there. That stink. I'd hoped somebody was there to wash it all down. Oof. Nope.
Do you know those milk tankers? They look like those methane trucks. They look like gas trucks.
Mm-hmm.
They pump the milk out basically with a giant hose, like just like anything else.
Chris, I would just like you to know that I wear my tiara everywhere I go. To the grocery store, to the quilt stores. I wear it to school. My name is Queen of Portugal at school.
Oh,
Seriously.
really?
The kids call me Queen of Portugal because I would speak. They thought Portuguese and Spanish was the same thing. I laughed.
Oh.
So did I. Did I speak Spanish?
Oh, the innocence of children.
I was just like, bless you, bless you, bless you.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll be Queen of Portugal just for you. So, I had like a picture up on my wall and everything. So regal, so regal.
You know, I've always wondered about that. Oh, now I just have that song stuck in my head.
I don't care. Dun, dun, dun. That's going to be my theme song to my my series. I wonder how much I can play before I get in trouble. Like, could I just like sing the first part of it?
What
Like,
happens? There's varying levels. Like that song I played, that dum 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 dum, that beat that I play. It's copyright, but the owner allows it to be played on YouTube. I just can't make any money off of it. Like the Gap Band, everybody all aboard. That song, you can play it. Don't miss that train. Don't miss the party train. You can play the video and everything, but you can't make money off of it.
Okay.
So like, if you look at any of this, is why I don't monetize my channel yet. Is because all my videos say copyright, 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 because I play music. And the funny thing is, I had this conversation 6 years ago with somebody who was very successful at YouTube, and she told me, she's like, don't play copyrighted music because one day you're gonna want to you're gonna want to monetize your channel. I was like, nah. And here we are 6 years later, I'm still here, and I'm like, well, maybe I should have listened.
You don't make much money. Just FYI, for all the hard work you do. But I mean, it's gas money, or sorry, no, it's quilt show money.
Where I live, gas money is relative. Gas money is like you go to the bank and you're like, I need a loan, I need gas money. Like, it's different where I'm from.
Yeah.
Well, gas is still $5 here.
Hey, Paladin.
Hey.
Yeah.
I just paid $3 a gallon yesterday, and I thought I was having a heart complication.
I paid $2.59 today. I know I'm gonna have to pay more than that tomorrow.
But you pay for premium. So what's
Diddly squad.
I know. Me too.
Oh, on YouTube. That's another reason why. Like, I've never seen anybody. Like who doesn't have a huge channel be like, oh, I made a bunch of money on YouTube.
There's a website that you can go to that takes your analytics from YouTube and tells you, like, if you continue down the road that you're going, how much money you could potentially make for the year.
Oof.
Yeah.
And I was just like, quilt show.
I was like, go and kill Roy.
Hi, Joy. Hi, Cynthia.
You know what the funny thing is, what I was saying, then it wouldn't be like, I don't know, that would take the heart out of all my videos.
Okay, so you can edit the videos. Like I have one knock against me, but I just can't monetize that video. If I cut the video where the music is and like take that part off, then I can monetize the video. So it depends on the strike. Depends on whether or not where it is.
A long time ago, I got one real strike. I couldn't post for a while. I sat in my room in the fetal position like this.
But I would be.
A long time ago.
It was a quilt show I went to. I don't know which one it was. I don't know if it was Road to California, but it was one of those bigger shows that I went to, and I put the quilts to music and I knew it wasn't going to be monetized, and they didn't like it, but I'm like, I'm not going to monetize it. So there it was. And the music that I put on it, YouTube said it was free and non-copyrighted. And I'm like, whatever. So I didn't fight it.
$8 a gallon. I'm gonna finally get that moped, and no one can make fun of me.
No, we're gonna get an electric car. I can see you driving around.
They add sounds. They add sounds to electric motorcycles.
Yeah.
To make them sound like motorcycles. Because really, it would just be,
Do you know that they actually are required to add sound to electric cars?
Yes,
they're not allowed to be quiet.
No joke. When Isaiah was a little kid at a hockey rink, we went to a birthday party, and it was so long ago. I was smoking cigarettes, so this was like long time ago. But I turned around and I almost got hit by a white SUV, and I'll never forget. It was electric.
Mm-hmm.
And me and the person's eyes were like, oh! We both said, oh! At the same time, because they hit their brakes, and I'm like, oh! But I was being loud, I was running my mouth, and I couldn't hear the car. Any other car, I could hear it.
Yeah.
They sing to you now. They play music like the engines do, whatever it is. There's like 4 or 5 of them that come through the car line. So when I'm taking numbers and I'm talking to all the parents going, hi, how are you doing? And I see these SUVs coming up and I know they're electric. They sing to me before they get to me. It's beautiful sounding in a way.
Nope.
But
nope. I want my truck where it took me 6 months to figure out how to get that Hank Williams CD out the CD player.
Well,
you need to get your horn going back again.
Yeah.
In that
my horn, I had a train horn.
Yes.
And let me tell you a story. If you ever want to start a fight on the road, at least 3. My train horn scared people because you're driving, you don't expect it, and you hear this, rah, and it goes through your bones. People jump. At least 3 different times, someone threw a soda at my passenger. On the fourth time that it happened, I drove up to the ranch. My passenger got out with his pocket knife, walked up to my horn, opened the hood, and cut the line of my train horn. So my train horn is still there.
You've been castrated.
No, but the train horn's trouble. My train horn is trouble. And nowadays, I'm not looking for it. And it goes through your bones. I'll hit it and still flinch. No one is coming. It's so unexplainably loud.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Is it that loud?
It's a train horn. It goes raw. It's a literal it's for a truck, but it's a train horn.
Oof. You do know why the electric cars are not allowed to be completely silent, right?
So people like me who are loudmouths?
No, it's actually for blind people.
Makes sense.
Yep.
I have trust issues. I don't know if I could ever be in a self-driving vehicle. Twin McTwin saw my reaction to it. So there was a woman, they were in a box with wheels. I'm not calling it a car.
No, there was no motor. I mean, there wasn't the front of the car that looked like a motor. It was a box.
I'd be in there. You'd see me on the strip let me out. I'd be on the window.
I want him to do that. I told him,
I can't breathe.
We're getting in one. If I ever come back, we're getting in one. And we're driving away. And I just want to just scream, do whatever we're going to make the funniest short with it. It's going to be great.
No, they have operators. They'll just drive us straight to the police station or to the hospital.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you weren't the first one to do that, and you won't be the last one. So I bet they're used to it.
Completely agree.
I'm just not a fan. Mm-hmm. I could not trust the cell. I could not trust. Absolutely, Cynthia. Absolutely. But again, I'm old school. I'm old school. There's a horse I won't even get on because it won't listen. I'm like, I don't have time for your drama. If they nail the technology, you'll have to pay a lot more insurance to drive your car. To drive yourself.
Yeah, I bet.
It seriously, this is like iRobot. I mean, I read the book first.
Glad somebody did.
You know, they've tried at least twice to force us to go all electric, and every time we're sitting Californians with their gas can, they're like, try me. Because the problem is they're not giving us enough time. Like at my job, we have like chainsaws, weed whackers, everything is either 50-50 gas, oil, or gas. Everything.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of it, of the change like that. Like I could see us moving maybe like more electric buses, getting rid of diesel. Like the big diesel transportation and going to electric buses and stuff.
We have that here.
Just slowly. But to get rid of equipment that we use to, I don't know, whatever you use it for.
I always jokingly, like in my heart of hearts, if we could get rid of all cars, I would be there. Because I always joke about like we need to get rid of all cars and bring back horses, but that would be a whole other job.
That's a whole 1800s problem.
No, because someone would need people to pick up the muck on the highway. Because I was click clacking in my buggy down the highway with my cape on with 100 degrees. I'm going to Vegas.
How long would it take you to get to Vegas with Clyde? I mean, seriously.
With all the cars there, I'd be click clacking with everybody else.
It'd take you over a day to get there.
If the horses lived. Modern horses aren't built like that. No, modern horses are pampered because we drive them. Back in the day, they used to take us. Now we put them in the back of your dually. And it's air conditioned in those trailers. Like
those horses, they're living the high life.
It's a little bit different. I'm not getting in a self-driving car. I'm not a Jetson t-shirt. Now that is a t-shirt, Mona.
Hi, Andrea.
Great to see you, Andrea. Hello. Electric is eventually gonna be the only option, but it isn't like electric cars are new. They were the first real town cars over 100 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Hello, everybody. There's a company that is trying to push air taxis. I haven't seen a viable one. The Dolphin. The only reason I want the Dolphin is because it looks viable. Like there's not much more improvement you need on it. If you can go in the ocean, I can just do this. I'm good.
You can go to a lake and stream.
Could you see me it's just a big drone with 4 fans. With the helmet on, like, here I go. You'd hear me coming a freaking half a mile away. Those are the things that I follow. Like I follow certain technology because I'm like, when they perfect that, I want a red one.
Red's one of my favorite colors. That was my first car. I had a red car, but
that's the only color I've never owned. I've owned a white car. I've owned a gold car, a black car. I owned a teal green Ford Escort station wagon.
Ford Esco. Ford Escos. Interesting.
I've never owned a red car.
I had the teal green Ford Contour.
Oof.
From the 90s. I had 2 different ones. I had the 96 and then I had the 98 model after the 96 got totaled.
What about like a jetpack? That's coming.
Not doing it. I'm not doing it.
We'd have to talk about the technology. We'd really have to talk. Neil deGrasse Tyson kind of put it best when they asked him. They're like, don't you want to go into space? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I want to be the 100,000th person. I can't say a person to go into space. I can't say it. But anyways, because he said, like, when they perfect the technology, I'll go. Until then, I'm not going into space just to float in the atmosphere. He flat out said, he's like, well, when they're going on trips, I'll go. But, so I'm kind of like that. Like, I'll be the 100th person.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be one of the first people.
Yeah.
But what are those called that you can do in the water? Like,
okay,
it's like aqua.
I would rock one of the.
I think I would try those too.
That's the way that you used to live in the water.
No. Do you know what happened to me? Is I went from hanging out with boat people and people who had pontoon boats and jet skis, and I knew all these boat people, and then I got my own and realized I'm not a boat person.
It's not as much fun when you own it.
Red and yellow cars are the most in insurance. Interesting. I didn't know that.
I didn't know about yellow being.
See, the water jetpack, I watch those videos. Amphibious something.
Yes. Well, I don't know.
Well, the thing is, I've owned boats and Sea-Doos. If you want something you're going to work on all the time that's going to break down on you and you're going to look cool, go buy a Harley. Go buy a Harley. Go an old Harley. The new ones are, they're built like tanks.
I don't know if I could drive a bike.
In 1987, I special ordered candy apple red Chevy Sprint. Then 2 weeks later, a lady said she did not see me and ran a stoplight and destroyed the car. I was furious. Do you know what's really?
I would have been so furious, Rhea.
Do you know what's really funny? The only show car I ever owned is the one I got in my accident with. I always owned practical cars. I never owned anything where people were like, "Dude, is this your car?" And the one time I had a fancy car, it was beyond demolished.
Mm.
So it's junkers and lemons from here on out.
I got a mom car. I have an Acura. And eventually I'll tell everyone I need the grandma car.
To be fair, I had my neighbor, she drove her like 90s Acura up until like 3 years ago.
Oh, mine's only a baby. We have quite a few miles more to drive. That's what I told her the other day. She doesn't have a name, but I talk to her every now and then. I was like, you have to last me quite a while.
My Jeep has a name. I named her.
What's the name?
My little Jeep treat. If you think of the Beach Boys, My Little Deuce Coupe or Little Deuce Coupe. Oh my
gosh!
It's based off of that.
The Beach Boys remind me of my uncle. He would always put it on and be like, "You guys know nothing about music. This is real music," and it was always the Beach Boys. I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be just like my uncle. I'm gonna be just like him. No vote for me.
I grew up with.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I grew up with the Beach Boys and all of that, but no, I don't listen to it now.
I forgot about that, Andrea. That is so true. I know someone else that's like that too. That thought I was crazy. The cop asked the lady, "How can you not see a bright red car?" I've been in accidents like that. You see the video of the woman paddleboarding and the killer whales came up to her?
Nope.
So I love people like that keep their cool. I tell the story all the time. I was surfing up the beautiful Pacific coast and two dolphins came up next to me and I was like, ah! And one turned and laughed at me. I'm not kidding you. It went ha 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 ha, and they both just swam off in different directions at like 100 miles an hour.
We have been spying you and waiting on you for months. Now is the time. But
I bought a new
hi,
car.
Rita. I hope you're doing good. I miss you, Rita. I do.
You know what, Andrea? I bought a new car I think 1 or 2 years ago, and that was my first new car. not being married. Yeah, that was my first car by myself. Only car I ever had. The people, the commented on was the rebuild. It was just fast. It was a pile of crap. Otherwise, had to stuff Walmart bags in their door seams to keep the water out. Those are the best cars.
Yeah. Oh.
I tied strings on my windshield wipers on my VW Rabbit. It was a rag top because the windshield, the motor died. And so it rarely rains in Southern California. True story. I drove to San Francisco in a rainstorm going like this. I'm still here. 1983 VW piece of junk. I tied 2 strings. I was following the storm, I think. In my old age, because it never rains here. And I used to surf on the weekends when I was young. Good. And the statute of limitations is gone, so the CHP can't bust me for something I did 20 years ago.
True that.
Oh, I drove all the way up PCH like that too. And PCH goes like this.
Mm-hmm. It does.
Wow. Oh. No way.
8 times, Rita.
The one car that I bought brand new and I built it, like I chose every option for it. It was the only car that got hit and like ruined within the first 4 weeks of me owning the car. Every other car I've had can last for a while.
I thought that was my stomach. I'm like, hey man, I ate half a burrito before this stream.
He heard something, so he's grumbling about it.
I'm the same way. If you see me looking at my camera, that's me going. We all live in a weird place where it can actually made more financial sense long term for me to buy a brand new car than a used car. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was always told to buy my car, but that's because I was raised by a smoker. And so I've never leased a car. I've never had payments, but that's the only reason is because I was raised by a smoker. So I had this thing in my head where you had to own the car.
Mm-hmm.
I got a bright yellow car and a guy hit me because he thought getting across 4 rows of traffic to turn left was a good idea. He didn't want to wait for the light.
Oh, of course he didn't.
Of course.
Someone almost ended my life doing something kind of like that. Well, my typing is extra bad tonight. I'm the same way.
You are so good, Andrew. Don't worry about it, girl.
And this is parent face right now. I made a cut, which I'll be getting to later, but I had to get up, and my son had his second registration today. So this is parent face. But I will
Did he get everything he needed done today?
Yes, and because my son has gone to the school since junior high, this is the 5th registration. So after 5 tries, they finally walked in. They knew his last name. They said my last name. I was like, oh, this isn't going to be excruciating. I don't know what. I started shaking. I was like, oh, you're confident.
Well, you only have one more time doing this. One more time.
Oh.
Can you believe it? We have juniors this year, both of us. Juniors.
Crazy, y'all.
He's an old man. He's an old man. That's his thing. Like yellow. Absolutely. Oh, I've never owned a yellow car either. But yeah, but today was actually like, it was awesome. Mm-hmm. And then after, if you see my short, you see my new hat. You didn't see my new hat. You haven't seen my new hat.
No, I haven't. I'm looking.
It's in my short.
Oh, that. Yes. Oh, I saw that hat. No, I saw it. I was like, I've never seen that hat before.
We were talking about it yesterday. I have issues. Well, Young Richard Sewing was like, I want a wallet. He's like, I need a wallet. And so after registration, I took him to the hat place. Because I knew they'd have a Raiders wallet. It cost me $40. But I was like, he wants that one. Yes. The Raiders one.
No, I was looking behind you and seeing if I could find it. But it's not back there. It must be it must be to the side of you.
I'll prance around in a second. I'm gonna get through the chat. Insurance is more expensive for red and yellow cars because of the car. It's because people with those colors tend to drive more recklessly. No, this is real. It's like the whole full moon thing. You can look up on records. More stuff happens on a full moon. I think it's more people convinced that something's gonna happen, so they do it. But I'm a skeptical person. I don't know how long I'll be on tonight. It's raining here, power went out. Oh, Cynthia, please be safe. Please be safe.
Oh,
Great.
Please be safe. It is so strange to me how you guys are getting weather on the East Coast, and it's like a dust bowl right now.
Oh, she's still in Oklahoma right now, isn't she? I think Cynthia's still in Oklahoma.
Yeah, she's still in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So, defensive driver, you're telling me those cars. Oh, those car drivers, I really need to be watching out for. Okay, I'm not kidding you. And if this is you, I'm not judging you, but I kind of am. If I see a nick on your car or an indent, I'm going to give you space. I'm going to give you like textbook DMV space, like the full car back here space. Because I know you're a bad driver and you have the dents to prove it. Scrapes, I'm okay. If you have a scrape, that's fine. But
okay.
A big
deer hit you, and you have a bump because of a deer hitting you. How is that your fault?
I don't know that, so I'm gonna be back here.
Well, I'm gonna let you know.
I think you're
you
terrible.
Get in my car and you see a dent, it's from a deer.
I think you're terrible at making lefts.
I was driving to leave earlier today, and the lady was driving in, and she was veering a little too far into my lane. I'm just going, okay, I know this is a parking lot, but seriously. And then I realized what the front driver's side fender of her car looked like. And I'm like, oh, you've done this before. I'm like,
she was professional.
She was a professional. It would not be her first hit.
And Andrea, my kid's school starts tomorrow.
Oh.
Today was my third day of in-person classes. So they were very shocked that I gave homework tonight. I was like, do you not know who I am?
Welcome to school, kids. I was nice when your parents were here.
Grade. I don't play around. We got a lot of material to go over this year, boys and girls.
Because I live in the desert, I never thought of this. Of owning a white car in Michigan, it would not be a good idea.
Yeah,
no one would see you during the winter. I have a white vehicle.
So you can't bring the white truck to Minnesota.
I'm gonna paint it back to its glory. It used to have a giant blue stripe through it. I'll just get a roller and walk around the truck.
I don't have trouble seeing the white vehicles in the snow. I do have trouble seeing the darker vehicles in the snow because when you're in whiteout, all you can see is black ahead of the white, so you don't see the black vehicles. And headlights and taillights count for headlights and taillights count for a lot. My Jeep is a white Jeep.
You should see when people see my truck. No, I never did the damage. I bought it that way. No, people do treat you differently if you have nicks on your car. Like if you have a giant indent on your car, I'm going to give you some space. Because I know you're terrible at making left turns. Because I can see it. I can see it on that side. That you are horrible at making left turns.
Oh, wow. 2 more weeks.
Yeah. Schools in New York don't start until the first Wednesday after Labor Day. So they still have a whole month.
I wish, because they're doing a bunch of preseason stuff around here. So I wish we had more time. The Cowboys used to come down here every year. So we would go watch the Cowboys practice because they go to Oxnard, California every year. The person that I bought my truck from as a kid came off the 60 in Tempe, and his truck rolled 3 times on the passenger side.
Oh my gosh.
Looks like I'll be in Oklahoma a while longer. Gotta get some work done on the house before putting on the market. Gotta take time.
Oh, that stinks.
Moving is the worst.
Selling your house is worse than moving.
That's what I'm saying. Like this house, it's not that it's unsellable. It's there's a ton of like, yeah, totally as is. I'm gonna literally nail as is on the door across the screen door.
Oh gosh.
I was raised that if you own the house, you don't have to pull permits. And I really didn't think about it until I had a party. And one of my neighbors was like, "Did you pull permits for any of this?" And I'll never forget, a friend of mine was like, "Don't ever invite that person over to your house again."
Yeah. I'm like, does it matter? And why are we talking about permits? We're here to have a party.
I'm like, gee, this potato salad is amazing, Debbie. Thank you. Yeah. Whatever the dish was great. I ate a bunch of it.
I'm gonna totally remember that. I have parties coming up this Christmas. I will totally remember that line.
Don't worry about because I built a bunch of cabinets along the back side of my house, and it was I needed the space. I didn't have time. It was during the plague. I didn't want to bother the city.
Yeah.
I redid my entire.
Well, I figured, I'm like, how hard could it be to remodel a bathroom? And so I'm in the process of just getting estimates for this bathroom that's between this room and my bedroom for the girls. It just needs to be a huge overhaul. And I want to put a window in it because right now there's no window. It's just gross to me.
If I'm able to go east for a visit in the meantime, when should I go? What quilt event should I schedule my trip around? In the east.
In the east. Right now. Okay. There's one in Tennessee coming up. I'll have to do some research and I'll get back to you.
The one thing I will stress, though, among everything, is when I took down one of my sheds. If you ever wonder why you need a hard hat, it's for people like me. I was wearing my real professional hard hat with a sledgehammer. I walked in an old shed. I hit the main beam. The entire shed came down and the roof literally cracked on both sides of my helmet. And I stood there and there was sunshine. And I was like, oh, that's why you wear a hard hat. That's the difference between going to the hospital or just telling a funny story. Yeah. There's a cool event coming up in Grand Rapids, Michigan at the end of August.
Sounds fun.
Us and I can agree on some things on that house. We met with our realtor last Friday to get her advice. Really, we just need a mediator. Oh, I'm telling you. I've people like they stop talking to each other over home renovation.
I feel that if you're leaving your house and it's cosmetic, you take it and go with it. But if it's something like structural or something, just let him deal with it and let him do his thing. That's how I feel.
Even my grandma's house, I busted it down to basics. I painted the walls white. It's like whoever gets this house, they can do whatever they want with it after this,
Exactly.
I did was bring my grandma's house into this century because my grandma's house was from the 1900s. Permit stops me from using stereo wire to install electrical outlets in some unsuspecting old lady's walls. I agree.
There's that.
I agree. I'm not saying that like in a working aspect, I totally agree. I totally agree with that. But when it comes to my house, if I want to put a replica to the Eiffel Tower in my backyard,
go ahead. I'm stopping you.
I
was going to say somebody's name, but I won't.
I have a 30-foot flagpole, and no one said a word to me. And I know for a fact my flagpole is probably not legal.
At this point, it's already existing.
For years and years and years. And I'll randomly hang my United Federation of Planets flag just to confuse all my neighbors. I don't quote, but I still quilt shows are amazing. They're inspiring and they're so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sew geek, but I have so much fun at quilt shows. It's not even funny. If I make a trip to VA, I'll try to make it a 3 to 5 week stay. My 20-year-old will be here to let the contractor in and out. Redoing your house is the worst. Hey, Skids, how's it going?
Hey, Skits.
Hey,
Glad
Skits.
you're here.
I'd let him to even put in an electrical outlet. I redid my whole house. I redid the bathroom, the floors, the side of the house. I built a fountain within 2 years.
You know what would be fantastic? If when you like go to do your next renovation, you put all the electrical outlets in the floor. So wherever you put the furniture,
Yeah.
you just have to uncover the outlet and plug in.
My mom did that to her house.
So
Yeah.
wish.
Her house is from like
Sure.
1901. So it was just easier doing it that way.
It's been a while since I've seen a house. The like houses with electrical outlets on the floor remind me of the 80s.
Hmm.
And I know people that have houses from like 1910, 1930 and all their stuff's aftermarket. Hey, Skids, how's it going? Nancy, hello.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
I know. Understand why I'm selling a house. I didn't want to say it out loud. I didn't want to say it out loud because it's not my business, but it's true.
It is so true.
It's kind of like getting a tattoo of your significant other. As someone who used to work at a tattoo shop on Hollywood Boulevard, I've never seen it work out. I'm just saying. The guy comes in and he's like, remember that Brenda tattoo I got? Yeah. I need you to cover it. Happens a lot more than you think.
Happens probably most of the time.
Seriously, it does, though. No, seriously, it does. Andrea, I would love to come to Michigan, but that's in the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the one that has to do the renovation in the floor? Oh my God, no, been there, done that. The old house, the old electrical outlets are in the ceiling.
That would stink.
I would have gaudy power cords running from the ceiling. Like, it would be ugly. I'd get the big orange cords, the drop cords.
I mainly want it for like all my sewing room stuff.
Yeah.
So wherever I put my sewing room stuff, you know, I don't have to worry about cords.
That's my house. Outlets are all in the baseboards because good luck with a clean, easy cut into plaster and a lathe. Yikes. So funny story. The local TGI Fridays closed and they auctioned off everything. They were only a few people bidding. So I thought I would bid on a table, but figured 99% chance I would get outbid. Well, I didn't. So went last Friday to pick up the table to only realize that they like cemented it into the floor. A guy told me I have to come back this week to remove the rest.
Oh my gosh.
If I lived any closer, I'd show up with I have a chopper that looks like a Jaws of Life. And I have to hold it with 2 arms. I would come there with one swing, I'd take that table out. Oh, if I lived any closer, I'd come in with my saw. Make that
she
guy
wants the table. She wants a hole.
I have no idea what the F I'm gonna do. Oh, get a grinder. Ask your neighbor if they have a grinder, and just get under there and just
check Home Depot or Lowe's. They rent out tools.
Yeah, Home Depot does.
Yeah.
I knew somebody that had a house like this, that had a house like you, Kilroy, that had glass fuses. Their house was so old.
Yeah, I've seen houses in North Country like that.
And because it was a historical house, they can never change the things. So, like, they had to find the one guy on Earth that still makes glass fuses. It's awful.
I can imagine.
No, they taught me a lot of lessons about buying historical homes. Like if I would keep it accurate, but I would gut the thing and put in modern electricity. I've always heard that you should try to upgrade your own likes, colors, trims. That's what I did. I painted everything white, so I was like, the next owner can deal with it. Looks like spaghetti coming down from the ceiling in the living room. I thought I could use a table in the kitchen or a new craft table, but I can't cement it into the floor. You know what? Cut it and create a base.
Mm-hmm.
There's ways around it. It's just work.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, if you lived any closer, I would show up and do it for free. Just to be like, I don't know where you're going to put this 200-pound table.
Well, he needs to go look for houses in Minnesota anyway. No, you might as well just go out there and do it for her.
It's Michigan, but what's considered a Michigan accent? Because I've heard people from Michigan, they have varying accents depending on where you are on the mitten.
Oh, they have variations. Yes.
It's not. Michigan is not as strong of an accent as some of the others that you're mentioning.
See, this is why, like, I built a bunch of stuff with my pops, and we never fought or anything. I think it's when you have it, like, yeah, but me and my mom is my boss, and she's like, go build that, and I'm like, okay. I walk over to me and my club. I start clubbing stuff. So, I don't know. It depends on the relationship, I guess. I wanted the whole table. My brother is a builder. I just try to avoid asking him because he's always women can't. Oh God.
Oh, my brother's the same way.
So go to Home Depot, go to the rental department where they rent out the tools, and go, what tool would I need to do this with? And then ask them, what's the most absurd tool that I could do this with?
Angle grinder.
And well, and then call your brother and go, look, they rented me this to pull it out with that most absurd tool, and see if he jumps at the opportunity to help you. So he can't complain.
I like the idea of an angle grinder because it shoots out sparks, and it's not even as dramatic as it looks, but it shoots out a million sparks as you're using it.
Yeah, it was fun. I remember the first time using one. We had like a metal fence in our backyard, and so we were going to put a wooden one up, but we went to take out the chain link fence ourselves. But the bottom of it is cemented into these little whatever. So my father-in-law is like, "Here you go." And I'm like, "Ooh, what do I do?" And I had fun doing two of them, and then I said, "You can go back to it. I'll just watch." I'll take out the little cement pads, but you just do this.
So. I miss playing with my angle grinder. I used to angle grind my ice skates.
Mm-hmm.
There is a Michigan accent, or so I've heard.
Yeah, there is, but it's not as pronounced as some of the other places like Minnesota. Minnesota is much more pronounced.
Mm-hmm.
All my electrical plug ends are in the wall, but next to the floor. My house was built in the early 1900s, and it added on over the years, but half was added in 1948. It
started as a dentist office. Oh,
wow.
That part's cool.
Oh, excuse me. I've always wondered about that. I've always wondered about something like that. Because, like, I would keep all the original stuff if I, like, got into a building like that. Pull up Judge Shackelford on YouTube. She has a strong Michigan accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a Sawzall. There you go. But it's like a steel support. They cemented it in the floor. Leave a stump. That little stump there is their problem. Leave them a little metal stump. I figured this out.
Yes.
I would just naturally goes to what appeals him. Top of the line. My son's like that. We're at a restaurant. Hey, Judy. Hello.
Hi, Judy. I love this.
My son will be like, what's that? And I'm like, filet. You're not getting it. I appreciate the evil plan. Are you kidding me? The angle grinder is the key to the city. With the angle grinder, I can get into anything. Yeah, Minnesota sounds very... Canadian.
Yeah.
Don't you know?
But Michigan doesn't. And Wisconsin is its own accent. You're not wrong. It's crazy.
I've heard people from. I've actually spent time in Wisconsin.
Exactly.
Not gonna be a ceiling fan. Get the cheapest is not gonna be my carpet. Where is the cheaper section?
Yeah.
You know what's so funny? They really don't have one anymore. Even when I bought my washer, I'm like, where's the $300 washers? And they're like, they're $450 now. They are no longer $300.
That's right.
Hey, Judy. Because when my son was younger, I bought top of the line washer and dryers. And can I just say, I don't know the difference between having an agitator and not. I'm sorry. I don't know the difference. I'm sorry. There's no difference to me between the two. So when my dryer finally went kaput. I'm sorry, my washer. I just bought a cheapie. Because I don't see the difference between top of the line or the worst.
I just look for the drum size. I want a big drum size. Jeans, quilts, drum size. Bigger the better.
I'll have to see what I can do. I just have to bring a crowbar and remove the wood around it. Wow. Oh, I wish I lived closer. I love stuff like that. And if they're getting rid of the thing, I have we could literally dig underneath, just dig the whole thing out. Strip the floor. Locksmith, hate him. Learn this one weird trick they don't want you to know. I am naturally a sitcom. I am the Three Stooges wrapped into one. I had an uncle who was a sheriff in my town. I locked my keys in front of his house 4 different times. On the 4th time, he taught me how to break into my own car. He gave me a Slim Jim. I still have it. No card. They don't work on cars anymore. Unless you have, but I had an old Ranger. But on the top of the lawn, too. Top of the lawn. Comment of the evening. I have been up all day. I am nothing but aphasia and word salad right now. My brain is like, I can't remember the last time I went to sleep. Because I went to work, I peeked around, and I was like, I gotta go. It's kid registration. And I came home, and I'm like, I'm gonna sleep. And I did not sleep.
No.
I think I would. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
My husband the other night thought he took his nighttime med that helps him sleep, and he didn't. Oh. And by the time he realized that for sure he had not taken it because he wasn't falling asleep, it was too late to take it. He was up for 2 straight days.
I'm a real insomniac, so I understand that. I totally understand that. But I get in this weird fuzzy phase, and then anything after 20-something hours, I wake up again. And I feel completely awake again. But I think that's just my heart doing its job, where it's like, okay, if you're not going to sleep, I'm going to compensate. Put Lowe's in there starting to put things behind cages. No, I'm letting out my Wrath of Khan scream right now. Khan!
Any gauge of wire? Of course, it's wire though. It's all behind bars at my Lowe's. That's the only thing that I've seen. It's just all the wire.
Wow. Because people are stealing it. They're taking off bits as much as they can fit under their clothes.
Yeah.
Realtors, I'm like 50-50. My next washer will be a removable agitator. I like that idea, Judy. Yeah. I'm like back and forth. I think I was so spoiled from not having one. When I got one, I just put the clothes around it. I don't pay attention like that to certain things.
You're right, Cynthia. I'm telling you, the bigger the drum, the better.
I like big drums, and I cannot lie. Hello, Linda. Great to see you.
Amazing. Hi.
I was up for about 36 yesterday. Slept for 18.
Well, I'm glad that you're chipper and ready to go, Kilroy.
I need to get a drink. Yeah, I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna pull an all-dayer
Yeah.
Because it's not an all-nighter, it's an all-dayer.
He's never commented on my channel, and he commented today. So this is why, because he got sleep.
That makes sense.
I was like,
He commented on mine.
Me.
He didn't spoil me. I'm jealous.
Oh, well, Faye, it's probably the first and last, so I'm okay. He commented on the I don't care video.
Oh, is that all I need to put in my caption? Is that I don't care? Okay.
I guess.
We can do that.
We
can do that.
You know how we are. Absolutely. I think she's going to come visit on the channel sometime soon. I just got to figure out when I can get Stephanie here to do it. Yeah. Yeah. It's got to be a big thing for me. It's hard keeping a straight face, y'all. It really is.
My son and his first world problems. He's sitting in the kitchen right now, and he's like, I'm like, what's up? And he's like, I don't know whether to cook my chicken wings or cook my steak. And I'm like, you have such first world problems, sir. And he's sitting there like in the dark. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yes. And I'm like, cook the wings. I need the space for drinks.
That was going to be my question. Did he marinate chicken? And is it sitting in marinate? Okay, no, marinate the chicken. Don't worry about the steak. If you're listening right now, get the chicken.
It's been in there since Friday marinating.
See, that's 4 days. Like, how much more does it? I mean, do we really need it tenderized that much?
And he's so lucky because I was raised by Chuck Norris. As in, I'll go in the fridge. If it looks fuzzy, Chuck. If it's been in there longer, 2 days, Chuck.
Yeah.
Oh, you met my husband. Okay. Good. I'm glad we got that over with.
And this is what we do. Does it smell bad? Okay, it doesn't. Because be less serious.
Be less serious. I'm trying. I am so trying, Gilroy.
My California King quilt. Do you know why I'm spoiled, Rita? Is because at my job we have 8 industrial washers and dryers, and like at any time I can go in there. And there was this lady who ran that place. Everyone respected her. No one ever washed their stuff from home. And when she passed away, I noticed one day I walked in there with a comforter and I saw somebody else, and I'm like, we were all scared of her, and everybody was like, yup. We were all scared of her. We must be in the same stage of life. I have those nights and days too, about 1 or 2 nights. You can hook me up with the ultra super serious mega trendy official SOA stuff. You can't hook me with that.
I'm not here to try to hook you. You know you're hooked, Kilroy.
No, he's talking about me on that one. The whole serious.
Yeah.
Judy, are you talking about
get more serious?
I recently saw a commercial. It was a washer and dryer in one unit. I'm doing this like
with those because I looked into them.
I don't know how reliable those are, but they're all over. I think Europe right now.
I watched the whole commercial and I never do that.
They're all over Europe. The problem is, so you put that load in to wash, you have to wait for it to completely dry before you can start another load to wash.
It said like 48 minutes or something. Complete cycle with washing and drying. That's how long. If I put it on like a mega load, like a mega wash everything load, it takes about an hour and 15 minutes in my washer. So it's less time with the full process.
Yeah, but again, it's everything in one unit. So if one part of it goes out, you're replacing the whole darn thing. You're replacing both machines in one. There's that too. I looked into them.
It's just one. It's one box, and it does the washing, and then when it's done washing, it dries it in place.
Yeah. I looked into them, and then we got the portable washer and dryer instead. Two separate ones.
It took 3 hours to go one cycle.
I gotta want one now. I will get rid of both of those. Do you know how much more fabric I can put over there? I have a cart next to my washer and dryer. Do you know how much more crud I could shove over there?
Where are we doing laundry?
What's that?
Where are we going to do laundry?
In our one unit.
Yeah, he's talking about the all-in-one where you wash and dry in the same unit.
It's the same size as a washer and dryer. It's a front loader, but it does both, and it's just one piece.
Yeah.
It's
How
probably
big's the capacity on this thing?
That's a very good question, because my middle name is Shut Up and Take My Money. So I was watching it like this, like a goober.
Oh,
I really don't like those washers dryer combos.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what it is? It's I wasn't injured. Like, do you guys remember the old school Sharper Image Sky Mall?
Yes.
I always wanted everything in all of those magazines. And Portland, Oregon, shout out to you. Portland, Oregon had an actual Sharper Image store. So when I worked at Carl's Jr., I could walk in the mall and I would go sit in the chair and all that crud you don't need.
Oh, yeah.
I almost had one too.
We had one in our townhouse in Scotland. Stupid thing got stuck on a wash and dry. Wash, dry, wash, dry. We had to unplug it.
Okay. Yeah, that's one of the problems that I saw.
So Katie's talking me out of it. Most houses in Europe have the combo ones, and they usually are in their kitchens.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Those combos that wash and dry are not a good purchase. They work as long as you do not put more than 2 to 3 times a day. I'm running a laundromat at my house. You would laugh at me. Like, even after this, I literally, before I leave this room, I just put a little laundry on and start the washer because I do so much laundry. Now they need to make it. Fold the clothes. Rosie, meet the Jetsons. That is total Jetsons right there. Was that the song, or was I singing something else?
No, you got it.
You got it. That's the song for Meet George Jetson.
Oh, I loved that. So much to the point where I saw the Jetsons meet the Flintstones in the movie theater.
You can put that as your ringtone.
Meet George Jetson. I don't know. I had the Stargate theme for a while, but then I didn't want to hate something I love because people from my work would call me all the time, and I'm like, oh no, you're not going to ruin something I love.
Oh, is his wife named Jane? Jane Jetson.
And their daughter, I don't remember now. I'll buy one when I can put my clothes away in the closet for me. I'm telling you, Rosie. And those have been pretty much big everywhere around the globe. But here, I didn't know that at all. I get advertised the weirdest things.
Jane.
And I saw an ad last night. I was sitting here and I'm like, well, the real test is my test is if I watch the entire commercial, I'm like, okay, you sold me. I still am a huge movie watcher. Modern day trailers don't grab me. But if I watch the whole trailer, that means I'm probably gonna watch the movie. Hey, Sydney!
Hi, Sydney.
Combo and it works great. Great to see you, Sydney. Yay! Great to see you. I am slow in the chat. And Sheila, hello.
Hi, Sheila.
A relative had a combo one that the mother and it leaked. Exactly. They have issues with leaking. I did not know any of this. I was like, shut up and take my ones.
Always talk to the people.
Well, I do read reviews. Read reviews. Great to see you, Sheila. I have no dog right. Yeah. Great to see you, Sydney. Great to see you. And their dog, Elroy. I loved that cartoon.
I think this needs to be a Halloween outfit.
And my uncle,
I could see y'all doing that.
My uncle kind of looked like, is it Stanley Sprocket? It's just because he was short. It was because my uncle was short and had a mustache. And he looked like him. My uncle looked like Stanley Sprocket. He looked like George Jetson's boss.
Yeah. All we need is a blue Great Dane.
Oh, I'm not kidding you. We get one of those antique ringer washers. Rita, I actually have one in the rafters. If I want to get a 6-pack, I'll bring it out.
Wow.
No, because you gotta hold that thing. And then you gotta even out the other arm because your arm gets huge.
What a workout.
I have 2 giant wash tubs, but that's just because I used to have parties, and I would fill them with drinks.
Yeah, with ice and drink. That's cool.
They're huge wash tubs. Now they're just decoration in my backyard, aka possum retirement home. Cool. I don't know. I had super cool blue jeans when they finally fixed it, but I had to go to another unit to finish the laundry. Sydney, when I go buy one for my future motorhome, I'm coming to you to take a shopper. Absolutely, Sydney. And his boy Elroy. Those ringer walkers sent so many people to the hospital. We don't have one of those in my sister-in-law's basement. I'm telling you, everybody wants to live like it's the 1800s till you actually do.
Yeah.
Let's go milk a cow. See how far you get. And then I'll be like, okay, you got 3 hours to go. Bye. You'll have the most tired wrist in your life. Even though we do have machines that you just put up there now, But I'm just saying, like, everybody wants to live like it's the 1800s, so you actually have to live like it's the 1800s. People would get stuck in the ringer. I can see how. I have you want to go pan for gold? I have all the mechanisms for it, but you're going to be buff when we're done doing it because I'm going to need help. I'm going to need help getting those buckets out. You're going to be like, man, I am buff today. And I found this much gold.
Yes, exactly.
Because there's gold in them hills. There is everywhere.
Gold in them hills.
It's minuscule. I caught gold fever. I've been panning. It happens. It's real. There's gold, but you need infrastructure to find it. I've worked for many years when I lived in Oregon, along with the antique wood cook stove. I miss that stove. That's awesome.
Amazing.
Occasionally, I have a recurring dream that I have 3 washers and dryers, 1 in the utility room and 2 in the garage. Washers and dryers, people. You know what, Cynthia? I'm not kidding you. I said it earlier. I constantly have dreams about being in a carless society, but I think it's because I watch a lot of sci-fi. I fall asleep to Doctor Who. I fall asleep to like Outer Limits. I fall asleep to a lot because it's just people talking and those interested when those entrants when they're just like in this world. I'm like, I'm out. I am out. But I have weird dreams too. We all have weird dreams. I have dreams. I have this one dream. I was on an escalator, like in a like you're in an airport, but I was in LA and all the cars were gone. And I was like, oh, this is crazy. And everybody was like, oh, it's been here for a while as they're passing me. And I'm like, oh, this is crazy. But it was a dream.
Yeah.
Dreams are weird. I've had cows when I lived in Oregon. I had a Gramercy cow, and they're all small in comparison, like a Holstein, but she gave 4 gallons of milk. I'm telling you, that's a lot of milk. Imagine 4 containers. That's a lot of milk, even for, I shake my head at homesteaders. My grandma from West Virginia worked her ass off to get away from the lifestyle they wanted, retired a school principal. My ex-wife's grandmother was from rural Ohio, like rural Ohio. She moved to California. She moved to California because she didn't like living out in the, having to go to the wood pile during the winter.
All right, William, you gotta say that word like 4 more times for me.
What's that?
RURAL.
Rural.
Yeah.
I can't. I have a crazy accent. People got on me for saying amen.
Every time somebody says that word, it cracks me up.
I have a crazy.
Yeah, because everybody says it slightly differently. The R sound is the hardest sound to form when you're learning to speak.
It is.
And so, yeah, it's funny to listen to everybody say rural.
I had a speech impediment as a kid too. So I have to tell myself to slow down, to open my mouth, So rural. It was one of those words.
Can you hear those teachers talking to you like that? Open your mouth, William.
You know what the funny thing is? When I taught people how to speak English, I said the same thing.
Yeah.
So it works. You know, it's full circle.
It does.
Homesteading is not what people think it is. It is. I invite anyone. You wanna homestead? Come hang out. Tell me. You would last 20 minutes.
24/7.
Next life. We want a dream report. I have crazy dreams. I do. I have crazy dreams. But, you know, it's kind of disappointing. I've watched Star Trek as long as I can remember. I've only had one dream of being on a starship. And the funny thing is, my brain was like, whoa. Because I was walking around, there was windows, and I was hitting the glass, and the thing was happening on Star Trek. And I went, and in all the cool things, the places that could have gone on the starship, I went and sat with, in my brain, basically was the cafeteria. And I looked out the window.
So you were hungry in your dream, huh?
I am perpetually hungry. I don't know why. I am perpetually hungry. I could have had like four-course meal with mashed potatoes, you know, bread, all the heavy stuff on earth. And 3 hours later, I'm like, I'm craving soup. I don't know what is wrong with me.
Today is also my hungry day too, so you're in good company.
Rural is a hard word to say. Absolutely.
It is. And to be fair, I'm not making fun of anybody for the way they say it. I'm laughing because I love listening to people say that word. It's just it cracks me up. It's not making fun of them. It's me, the way it sounds to me.
I grew up on a ranch where the primary heat source was wood. Never again.
I wouldn't want to do that.
I grew up with wood heat too. Wood heat is evil. I knew someone who famously moved to Alaska in my town. He would post all these pictures of like, this is real freedom. We were like saluting him because he literally just walked in the woods. And I told you I saw him in a dispensary, and he told me how he almost died because he broke his foot.
Oh, gosh.
He was driving to the hospital. He crashed 3 different times. Some other guy saved his life. They towed his car. You know, and I asked him, I'm like, why'd you come back? And he looked at me, and I'll never forget. He said, there's power in numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you lived in the city, you could just call the ambulance.
Yeah.
I broke my foot. I'm a goof. I broke my foot. But, you know, because he was out in like 90 miles from the hospital, he had to drive himself with or broken. I would have crashed because I would have been too busy having anxiety. Like, my foot's broken.
I broke my big toe in junior high, and I was out of practice. It was after school, so my dad was coming to pick me up, and I knew what time he was coming to pick me up. And we were like, do you want to call your dad and let him know he needs to come pick you up early? I said, nope, absolutely not. We are not calling my dad. I'm not getting picked up early. I'll get picked up at the normal time. So I sat there for about 2 hours in junior high with a broken toe, just sitting there.
Well,
Yeah, because I was like, I'm not calling my dad early to come pick me up early. And yeah, I've lived that. Not my foot, but my toe.
Have a great night, Judy. Thank you so much.
Good night, Judy.
Not if you pronounce it. Tammy, I was laughing with you. I'm not kidding you. I sounded like the preacher from Princess Bride.
Oh,
marriage. I
maybe that's
literally
why.
I talk like that.
Maybe that's why I like it so much.
No, I would slang my W's. I had to learn how to talk at like 7 or 8 years old. I had to learn how to talk all over again because I had a speech impediment.
My teacher and I would have said, "Oh, do you hear him speak? Isn't it adorable?" We would have been talking about you.
You grew up in the wrong part of the country, William. That's what she's saying.
That was a different time. You know what? I'll tell you. They didn't even take me out of class. They didn't like make me feel any different. They gave the whole entire class speech therapy.
Really?
Oh no, that's awesome.
Amazing that they did that.
It was a different time.
Yeah.
It was just a different time. And so if one kid had an issue, and I found out later, if one kid had an issue, they'd make the whole class take the speech therapy thing.
Wow.
Yeah, so everybody who came from my grade can speak the Kangs.
Did you ever watch My Fair Lady? Where he was teaching her to talk and she had the marbles in her mouth?
Like 100 times. I've seen, yes.
Okay. I actually, for speech, when I was in junior high and high school, my teacher had me rewatching that movie multiple times. And I actually did have marbles. So I had to practice with marbles in my mouth. And I had good speech, but I had to practice with marbles in my mouth to get better.
For me, it was cotillion. And you know what's so funny? It's kind of like when your math teacher is like, you're going to use math one day and you're going to remember me. Sometimes I'll be at work and I'm like, oh, crud, I'm using that algorithm that they, I'm doing this and that they told me I was never going to use. I'm there. Never in my adult life, I have yet to be invited to any party where they have 9 spoons and forks and knives on the table with the tablecloth and the dishes and the dessert plates and everything. Sorry, I have been not. I know what to do. I know what every single fork is meant for, but that practice was pointless.
I have so many math puns I could say right now. This is great. I'm going to refrain.
Do they add up?
I have so many problems. I'm a math teacher.
Oh gosh. Do you have? I have 99 problems, but ain't one.
Ain't one of them.
But math ain't one, or T-shirt.
Yeah. Oh, I bet I do. I have probably about 20 math T-shirts. See, that's the only word. I go crazy with math shirts.
Oh, I do this. I went to Michael's yesterday and I forgot an item at checkout. Didn't realize until I got home. I had to drive 30 minutes back to. I do this because I talk too much. I do the same thing, Andrea. I do the exact same thing. Because I talk to everybody. I'm the mayor. I'm just like my pops. I'm friends with everybody. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Let's talk. And then I forget the milk. I lived in an old-time homesteader with 2 kids. My first house, no running water. Water came from 7 underground springs, no electric, nearest town, 75 miles. Homesteading is not fun.
It's fun when you're young. It's not fun when you have responsibilities.
We had an instructor who sounded like Elmer Fudd. Okay, hold on. This part is very, very important. It was impossible to keep the straight face. That's how I used to talk. I used to talk like this, and I had to learn how to stop talking on my tongue.
Very important. Is that how you say it? Very important.
Very.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I guess I'm not going to say anything because if I have people over for dinner, the table is set and all the forks. I went to etiquette classes, and the entire time, another thing, no one in my adult life has ever been like, you want to waltz? Let's go do the Charleston. Never in my adult life has anyone. I can do it. I can even do that 1800 dance where you switch partners.
Yeah.
Like with your hand behind your back, and then when you go to the other part and you switch the other hand.
Mm-hmm.
I know all of that.
Oh, you should be in Bridgerton then.
No, I'll just be in the parking lot with the extras. You can go dance around with a big hoopy dress.
No.
I'll be hanging out in the parking lot with the cool kids.
I don't want to go dancing. I wouldn't mind wearing the outfits.
But I don't know how to dance.
Someday I just want to live in a condo downtown. Someone else can do my yard work and all the maintenance outside. Yeah. I can do what I want inside and be content. You know what's so funny? I heard someone today, because I'm nosy, I was walking by people and they were talking about, he's like, man, they were talking about some town in California. He's like, I'm moving there. It's small. And I was like, oh, everybody has the same dream around here. Like all the people who live out in the rural areas want to move here, and all the people who live here are like, I just want to get out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. Responsibilities. We had to keep over 1,000 head of cows and everything that goes along with it. I can smell and see that and hear it. That's rolling thunder. 10,000 cows. That's rolling thunder. I read a comment on my phone and the hardcover do, and I thought it was I thought it was drink. If we ever meet in person, I will ask you to dance. I will hold you to that, Katie, and I am ready. And I will show up like a gentleman with a suit, and I will show properly attired. I watched.
Katie, are you coming to QuiltCon? Because we're trying to get him to come out there.
I watched this short yesterday of this guy who just wanted to get Raz, his sister, and his sister. They were both flying on the same plane. But by some mathematical absurdity, he got first class.
Mm-hmm.
And while he's walking, he's in a suit. And he's like, this suit is totally for show. I'm a bum in real life. And I'm like, oh, I love you. Because you're honest. I love you. But he walks up to his sister and he's like, where are you sitting with the poor people? And it just made me laugh. But this guy, and every other day, he dresses like Jerry Garcia. But he put a suit on to go fly first class. Oh, I was dying. It had me dying.
That's funny.
For the record, I'm going to show up in a tracksuit. I'm going to look like Polly in The Sopranos. I'm going to be swishing my way through the airport. No, it's like when I drive long distance, I don't wear tight clothes. Well, not like I ever wear tight clothes. But, like you're just going to be sitting there.
The tightest I will ever see on you is probably those jeans from the other night.
Ever. Because anything else, I'd be like, I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my legs. They don't make clothes for men with hips. They don't think that men have hips. And so certain jeans I can't wear. Because they're not friendly for people. And you know what? Around here, there are men of all shapes. They're not just like number one.
Yeah. There's men of all shapes all over the world, William. All over the world.
I live in a housing development in a small town, and people are nosy as F. Okay.
Yeah,
I
they
have to say this. Because where I live, there's hundreds of thousands of people just on my side of town. They're nosy. Every day when someone says something that's false about me or I hear something, I'm like, why did I move back to my hometown? Why did I move back to my hometown? I think no matter where you live, people are going to talk about you.
But the smaller the town, the nosier they are because they have nothing else to do.
I agree. And it becomes like, it's weird. I don't like third-party drama. So, like, if I'm going through something, I don't need someone to commiserate with me necessarily. It depends on what it is. If my car's on fire, I need you to cry with me. But other things I could care less.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Where I'm from, it's weird. People give you their space. They'll talk about you, but they just won't say it to your face. I kind of appreciate that more. I know that sounds terrible, but I appreciate it when someone's fake and plastic to my face. Because, like, there is when you see someone every day, there are people I see every day in our conversation. Hey, how's it going? Oh, cool. All right, yeah. That is our conversation every day because we both don't care beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
But we have the common courtesy to say, hey, how's it going this morning?
Yeah. Be cordial. Say hi to each other. Move on.
Good morning. I said my hello to you for the day. Remember that. Because when I walk past you at lunch, I'm not trying to be rude. Well, it's different at lunch. I'm like half hypoglycemic. So if you get between me and the fridge, I'll fight you. I like being in a city and living with lots of people. I used to live in Chicago, but other times I also love living in the middle of nowhere. That is an internal struggle of mine between modern day conveniences and I want to live out in the middle of nowhere.
See, that's kind of why we moved here. because we're close enough to being out in the middle of nowhere that if we bought someplace, you know, 30 minutes outside of town or even 15 minutes outside of town, we'd be out in the middle of nowhere enough.
Wow.
But then we'd still have the conveniences of town.
Yeah.
I don't think somebody could live without being in town.
There's a lot of hidden gems out here like that. But I don't know if my son could handle having to drive 2 hours to go anywhere. Because we have hidden gems in California, but they're hidden in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
And they're hidden. Yes, my town Facebook is ridiculous with people getting gossiping. I've seen drama. Don't put me in a Facebook group. That doesn't have anything to do with sewing because I will leave. I was traveling clothes when I wear traveling clothes when I drive or ride on long trips. Traveling clothes, leggings, t-shirt, and shoes I can slip on. Absolutely. Like you have to wear comfortable clothes.
Cynthia, it's like we have the same kind of vibe going on. I know exactly what I do when I travel.
Do you know what I do? I actually take a change of clothes. Of course, I'm doing a lot of traveling by myself now. So I have whatever outfit that I'm wearing that morning. And then I have a change of clothes because our weather, like when I leave tomorrow morning, it's probably going to be below 60. So it'll be more comfortable to wear jeans or, you know, long sleeves or whatever. By the afternoon, I won't want to be wearing that. So I'd pack a change of clothes.
Mm-hmm. That's smart.
I bet like I know for a fact that my neighbors think that I got a major head injury or that that I was abducted by aliens. But that's okay. See, it's so different though. I truly do not care what people think about me. I have to write notes to myself like, William, you need to care today. Other people have opinions as well on your life, which I don't care about. Small towns work like this. Get a paper cut within an hour. The entire town thinks you got your arm or leg cut off.
Oh, you know, William, they kind of already know about you because you're going out there in all your outfits that you've made. And so they're seeing that, you know, you've made something new or you found something new to try on.
It's a tale of like to a lot of people, when I have my patches and my vests on, I'm that person. Like I go to the ATM. It makes me laugh when I pull up with all my patches and everything on. I will leave. I'll turn around. I hear everyone getting out of their cars because they're sitting there watching me at the ATM. Like I don't even want to stand next to this guy. But my clothes literally do say like, I will eat you. I will eat you. I have enough friends. I will. So I completely understand that, you know.
Yeah.
So
what did you line it with?
I lined it with black because I couldn't. I don't know. I like the way the black looks because I've been combining with all these funky colors, but I have green, red, and purple, and green, red. Those colors would just be gross.
Oh, Sheila, you're not wrong.
I just think the gossip, if they want to amplify a story a million times, they have their work cut out with me. I totally understand that. Odds are someone brings over a casserole.
Right.
That's the one thing when someone passes away in this neighborhood, I can tell because all my neighbors are bringing food over.
Yeah.
Because no one knows what to do. No one knows what to say or do. So everyone's bringing food. Like I can cook. That reminds me, I'm craving chicken primavera.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
So earlier today, my son was like, I need a wallet. And I'm like, great. I need another excuse to go get a hat. And to be fair, I didn't realize how much these matched.
You got to make yourself big. I need to see the hat, please. Thank you. Oh, all right, Florida Marlin. If you have a question, answer.
Oh, my brother. My brother, if you're watching right now, you are not hallucinating. And this has the 1997 patch for when they beat the Cleveland Indians. He literally like full face sobbed.
This is solidifying my comma even more on your channel. We went from Miami Dolphins to now we are Florida Marlins. You're stuck in Florida.
Maybe I'm going to retire.
Maybe you want to go to Florida.
It's time to retire. I want to start wearing Hawaiian shirts.
No, it's just like, but I really enjoying like all the bright colors that you've been sewing with this year.
It's because I dress like I'm being marched to a funeral procession. So I'm trying to add color to my wardrobe. I wear black every day. That's all I wear is black and white.
You're saying that like it's a problem.
Oh, I'm gothic. I'm gothic. I'm just saying. It's shocking to people when they see me with color on.
But I will not add that to my list of things to put in the Jess pile. I will let someone else take that.
I'm petting.
Yay, Sheila. I love it. Thank you. I'm petting a little bit of it myself as I'm pressing seams open.
But I got, I have to keep my quota going. I got to feed Lord Algorithm.
Yeah.
It gets hungry. And I bought all that.
I understand
No way I would wear another team's hat. I would. I am Benedict. I like that hat. Even though right now the Dodgers are getting spanked by the Angels.
Oh, I think Atlanta had the night off.
I can't even look.
There wasn't a football game tonight, was there? It was all this weekend.
You know what? They're replaying it so much I can't tell.
Yeah.
They're like they have this 24-hour preseason thing going on the NFL channel now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm expanding my colors.
Yeah, I really like it.
My 18-year-old wears all black every day too. I can't get him to wear color unless he's at work. He'll find something. I guarantee you one day he'll find something.
Mm-hmm. They always do.
Now, when I want to get on the Jumbotron, I'm going to wear this. There's a guy that has gone to all the World Series that I can remember. He has to be a millionaire or a billionaire. He goes to all the World Series, and he sits behind home plate wearing a Florida Marlins hat, like from the Yankees reign on, from the 90s on.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been doing it for like 20-something years.
Wow. Dedication.
For years I wore black. And technically, this team does not exist anymore because they're called the Miami Marlins now.
Oh.
They're no longer the Florida Marlins. I found that out today.
Yeah, we have an M in their name. Yes. I never realized that.
Because after I got this hat, I told my son, we're going to watch the 97 World Series recap on the way home.
Of course you did.
And so we were watching the 97 World Series on the way home.
I didn't get a message saying who was this person that sang the anthem. And I didn't get that message.
The Astros are still going to be in the World Series this year. They're kind of unbeatable. I'm going to cry. Thank you so much. Thank you. See, that's the thing. And that's another thing. I might regret saying this, but I live in Los Angeles. I typed in hats that you're not supposed to wear because they're considered gang hats. And I have this really militant stand. I may regret saying this. He looks like a skidoo. Oh, these are my handlebars. But you can't let fear.
Next comment.
You can't let fear dictate your life. Don't jinx it. You can't let fear dictate your life. I just won't wear this hat in certain neighborhoods. And it's all about how you carry yourself too.
True.
But you can't. I don't know. It's weird. Like even I was watching this thing, and they're like, "You're not supposed to wear the blue LA Dodger hat." Every other person is wearing one here. Every other head is wearing a Dodger hat. I think fake Facebook is the name that I use for commenting in a local group, so people don't know it's me. Ha ha.
That explains the comments. I'm just kidding.
I love that. I would do that too. No, that's how you know how. That's how you know how someone really feels about you when they're talking and they don't know that you're listening. They changed their name back, I think, in 2012 because they moved the stadium to Miami.
I didn't realize that they moved to Miami.
They've been the Miami Marlins for a while. Because their old stadium, I remember it. It was like Miami Dolphin colors.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I never. Wonder how long has this been?
When they won the World Series, they were still playing in that place.
Yeah.
So needless to say, I like this color. I'm going to be adding, and I'm not done with this either. I just get eager, and I just made a short with it, but I'm not done with this yet. But the funny thing is, hold on, let me check.
Yeah.
Like gravy. It's been a while, but we're almost at 1K, and I want to say thank you so much.
Your jackets inspire me because you know how you don't put buttons or zippers on anything.
Nope, ain't got time for that.
I know that's exactly.
Nope, I live in the desert.
I have a feeling Stephanie might come out with that next week. I'm trying to go more of the garment sewing world next week with my I don't care statements because it's been pretty quilty lately. So I don't care about buttons.
It's interesting what you learn when people do not know you're listening or reading it. For me, a lot of people do not realize that I'm multilingual. And so they'll say something and I'm like, oh, really? But I'm telling you, still to this day, if this is the hardest thing for me. Someone will be saying something that's not in English and I do this. I look at them. Especially if they're talking about me, I look at them. It's the hardest thing for me not to do. Like, they're like, oh, that guy's over there in a stupid green coat. I would be like, excuse me. I've scared people like that because they were talking.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I'll be like, well, not all of what you just said are like that. It scares people because they think I don't speak their language.
They made an assumption, and their assumption was wrong.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. Especially because my English is very pronounced, but English is my first language. So it throws people off, you know, which is a superpower. So should I go plaid or stripes next? And keep in mind the stripes is 100% a redemption plaid.
The plaid is that red, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen both of them.
What direction are you thinking about going in?
I don't know. Like, this screams pork pie jacket to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this screams I was just bored at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked with this material. I've made hoodies, jackets, pants, and shorts with this. And I think a shirt with this particular material. I've never worked with this before.
Okay.
Okay. I know this is weird, okay? Those the stars need to be pants. And the plaid needs to be a pullover. And you need to wear it together.
Mm-mm.
America.
I'm gonna look like that guy in selling drugs at the festival.
He's not wrong, Jess.
All that's missing is Birkenstocks and like some sunglasses. That's all
No. No, that's not all that's missing. The banjo and the cooler of Coors sitting out beside it.
America.
No, that's a weird combo. That combo is like, oh, I know what you're into. Not matching. Oh, you're not shocking anyone.
But no, I like the idea of the stars being pants.
Instead of being the top, or instead
of being
pants.
And you could wear like did you have a jacket? I can't think of you have a jacket that would go with it. I know you do.
Reversible kilt.
I don't know if I have enough material.
No, we don't talk like that in front of me.
That's something that Richard Simmons would wear. Yes. Dude, in one of my videos, I don't know if it stuck, but I had a Richard Simmons commercial in one of my old videos. I don't know if it got taken out or not.
No, I saw it. Nope, it's still there.
Are you buying tablecloths now to make clothes? If I find one funky enough.
So Tammy, I started watching the prequel to Outlander today, Bone to Blood of My Blood.
Okay.
Yummy. All I have to say. And those men are wearing kilts. I don't know a word ever.
I have a German friend who speaks fluent Mandarin. People always do a double take when he speaks. His wife is Chinese and says he has a better vocabulary than she does. I love stuff like that.
That's amazing.
I can usually catch a few words when I hear people speaking Spanish. Sometimes I find myself chuckling with the group in a conversation. They'll notice and think of me, hey, there's nothing wrong with eavesdropping. I'm like,
if they're talking loud enough for you to easily hear it, then they can't be mad at you for eavesdropping.
Public rule number 1. If you are loud enough for everybody else to hear, that is their conversation, not just yours.
See.
I'm telling you, I have to work on that. Or the best ever was, I told you when my son was getting his glasses, this lady was telling this elaborate story about this guy. And when I was paying to get the glasses and everything, I walked up to her and I'm like, how'd that story end? She fell on the ground because she didn't realize I was listening because she was telling the whole story in Spanish. Mm-hmm. And I was like, she had me so spellbound. I was just like kind of fake scrolling. I was just holding my phone. I'm like, oh my gosh, did he really do that? It was, but real life is juicier sometimes.
It is.
Katie, is he the YouTuber that does that? Oh, I was talking about that guy earlier today with Twitty McTwin. I love that YouTuber. I absolutely love that YouTuber.
Yeah. I know he used to come up in my feed at some point, but then he disappeared when I started changing my algorithm.
God, it's hot in here. Oh. So, you're saying pullover because I've made a gajillion jackets. I made a really fancy jacket a while ago with an off color. I want to say it's that pattern's cousin.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking of an outfit, and so that just pulled in my brain. But with the pants, even your jean jacket would go with those pants if you made the star pants.
That's a good point.
See, you have things in your outfit that it would go with. And I think that would be amazing, by the way. Just make sure, stars are appropriately placed.
When I make pants, regular pants, there's no problem. I don't have a problem in the front, in the back, or anything. Yeah. When I make overalls, or I don't know what happened lately, I've been making like hot pants.
Mm-hmm. Well, have you fixed your overalls yet?
No. And I think it's because I've been doing a lot more skating, so my bottom half is growing.
You're getting the muscles back?
I'm trying to. It all started because I am out of shape, and my son is a health freak. And I love it because he went from being like a skinny kid and he's all buff now. So I like it for him because he sees the gains. He sees what hard work does, and he's huge. My kid is Andrew. Like my kid is Andrew Tate size.
Yeah. Well, it's just he's working out, you're working out, and muscles, they get big. They grow.
Well, it's different because I have old man muscles because I work out at my job.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different. I'm so glad that school's back. You have no idea. I'm going to go back to walking through Lowe's on a Tuesday by myself doing backflips. Being at Ross on a Wednesday with no one there. I can't wait.
And then you can get inspiration that way a little bit too. See what's going on in that world.
I used to cruise like our Old Navy sale rack. They'll have a pair of pants for $1.50, $2. Like Old Navy's insane.
So do you know how a while ago we talked about seniors in little book bags?
Yes.
So I'm walking in Walmart with my daughter on Sunday. And she goes, I can't wait for next year. And I'm like, no, I can, because you're a senior. She goes, Mom, I'm going to need a new book bag next year. I was like, oh, no. You're not getting, like, Olivia, we just got this book bag last year. She goes, oh, I need one of those little cute book bags, like Mickey Mouse. I was like, what? I'm like, this is a West Coast thing. It's infiltrated. No.
Oh.
I refuse.
I'm telling you.
I refuse to be in that wagon.
Here in California, all of the seniors wear kitty backpacks. Like, and here it is, like, my son has basically, he's been going to the same school for 5 years, but it's on the high school campus. And so for 5 years, I've seen kids with like someone will be my size walking around with a Spider-Man backpack. And I'm like, bro, you are too big for that Spider-Man backpack. You are literally my size, bro.
But they're all wearing it. And I go, Libby, what is the fantasy behind this? She goes, we're just bringing back our kindergarten roots.
You know what the sad thing is? That's the exact same thing that the West Coasters say. Exact same thing.
Yeah, they're just, I was like, so we need to find My Little Pony then. Is that what you're telling me? Because I know exactly what she wore. I'll find her an outfit and everything. We're going to recreate the first day of school.
Sad thing is, I still have Isaiah's first backpack. It was an Avengers.
See, well, he's ready for next year then.
Knowing my kid, he'll be like, I want this $2,000 Spider-Man backpack that has shoots out webs or something.
Yeah, and it charges his cell phone for him and has like capabilities that's out of our control. But yeah, exactly what he wants.
It's gonna be interesting to see. I wonder if they have those cell phone lock things. I've been seeing these videos about high schools are gonna have cell phone lock things.
So this is what happens in our school. May I tell you what the people do?
Please.
So when the kids get to school, they're not allowed to have cell phones, but wherever they are on the last class, that's where they put their cell phone. So there are buckets out, and each teacher has their own bucket, and whatever teacher you have last, you put your cell phone in their bucket. So at the end of the school day, when you get to their class and you have dismissal, she gets the bucket out, he gets the bucket out, and you get your cell phone back.
What's to stop Jumpy and Stumpy from stealing my iPhone 12? From grabbing it out of the bucket?
Well, the buckets, I don't know. It's been successful. I mean, we're in day 3 and no one stole a cell phone yet.
I'm a man. This is just I'm a nightmare parent. Ignore me. I'm a nightmare parent.
I do know that they're lids and there's locks on it, so no one can get into them. Supposedly, I don't know, but both of my kids' cell phones have been okay. But it works. It's working. There's only one kid that's allowed to have her cell phone because she's diabetical and she needs it for her insulin.
That was going to be my next question. What about kids that have like epilepsy or like real issues?
They can have their phone. That is not a problem.
Our kids get a new backpack every year and sometimes a second one at Christmas.
Oh no. For what? May I ask? I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound rude or anything, but I'm like, oh, unless you're...
I had the same JanSport until one day my mom was like, I could see through that thing, and she bought me another one. And I had that one until I was 25.
Yeah,
I had those JanSports used to last.
Yeah, I had a red one from 6th grade until 10th or 11th grade, and then I got a new one in 11th grade. I know.
Just scoping out the routine in the classrooms right now. It's going to be interesting to see tomorrow. It's going to be interesting to see if they lock, because they have these weird mechanisms now in LA County. The kid's going to eventually steal one, and y'all be at the end of that. It's a charter school with a lottery, so that means rich parents. So that means lawsuit. Hey, where I live, because of its value, because of its monetary value, if you steal a cell phone, it's considered like grand theft or something crazy.
Yeah, because it's crazy expensive.
We're actually a Title I school, so we're classified as a Title I.
I would be the same way. I wouldn't. Okay, and the only reason I say this is because I live in the city. I'm a city dweller, and so I say this just because there's always that one feral kid who can't keep his hands to himself.
Understandable.
But my kid's not there that long, so we'll see.
I mean, for him just to walk into a building, I mean, he can just turn off his cell phone as soon as he gets out of your car and then turn it on as soon as he gets back in. Does he really? Doesn't even need to leave your car, technically.
Don't say a word. I told him, don't tell people you have one.
I mean, that too, and keep it on vibrate, or not even, I mean, no sound, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got to keep up with all his East Coast girlfriends, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're already out of school by the time he goes to school.
Exactly. So they're like texting him when they're getting out when he's going in.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. Living in this city the past 30 years has ruined my trust. I grew up in a small town where people don't lock their houses or cars. Now I'm like, are you insane? This is real. It's real. And people think I'm crazy in my town because I talk to people and I say please and thank you and excuse me.
Yeah.
Because people don't talk to me. I'm not kidding you. The average Californian does not know how to react when, I'll say person, does not know how to react when you say please or thank you.
I know. It's like when I seen you do it, you know, it's just like you say like, may I please? And they just look at you like, wow, he's so polite. Like they don't realize that you're going to just say nice things.
I know this sounds crazy, but I try to project the world I want to live in. And I'm not saying everyone should be overtly polite, but don't be the opposite of overtly polite. Other word.
Don't be the person nobody wants to be around.
So especially, and you know what it is? Because in my 20s, I worked service jobs. And so I've been there. And so I say please and thank you for everything. Because especially if you, and I do eat out a lot. Oh man, lately I have been a lot. And I know what that entails. And you know, I watched a video about a girl who cried during an 11-hour shift, and I thought about it. I probably would have cried too.
I know I have.
I definitely have.
But I've never met a stranger, but I sure won't trust you. Absolutely.
Mhm.
People don't realize that not locking doors in the past is one of the causes of much of high burglary and kidnapping rates of the past.
Come get me.
Mm.
Doors are unlocked.
I
I
would.
dare you. Like, you can walk right in my garage right now. My door's
You know what
open.
it is?
I haven't even shut it.
It's just because I've always been a door locker. I check my cars. I check in LA. They have this thing called, what's it called? It's either the 7 p.m. or 9 p.m. check, where you buzz your cars.
Mhm.
They're basically to remind yourself to lock your doors.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, I guess it all just depends on where you're from, like what's going on in your area. I mean, if I lived where you lived, I would definitely lock my doors. Like that wouldn't even be an issue. Car, everything, windows, everything be locked down. Just because I would be nervous because I live in a more high, like just there's so many more people in my society and surround me and that I don't trust because I don't know them personally.
Hey, Laura. Hello, hello.
Hi, Laura.
Or,
And I want to say this because I'm obsessed with statistics. I live on the hoity-toity side of town, and there a lot of crime happens here, more than in places where they would say, "Oh, it's socioeconomically different." So
Mhm.
just because you live in the suburbs doesn't mean there's crime. It's just a different kind of crime.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it's dangerous over there. Like it's not that.
Oh no,
Just
it
that
is. No, no,
people.
no, no. It is dangerous. Don't even lie. Like it is so dangerous here, but it all depends on where you are. Great to
Yeah.
see you, Laura. No,
All right.
LA
It
is
really
dangerous.
things to rattle me.
Do
I
not.
guess I trust people too much.
What's that?
I said it takes a lot to rattle me because of with all the traveling and just where I've been throughout my life and places that I've lived in. So because of that, I think I just trust people too much.
Oh,
So I know it's
you know
I
what?
think it's a good thing to have.
Honestly, you
You'll have to
do
keep that
trust
on.
people. You do. After meeting you, you do trust people too much.
All right.
I
I
don't
hate to.
trust anybody. I vetted you like 6 times before I gave you my phone number.
Well, I get
I,
it.
well, guys, I'm going to have to go. I apologize.
No
Yeah,
worries.
It's gonna have to
No
be an
worries.
early night. So I will see y'all later. Have a
Thank you
great
so
evening.
much for hanging out.
yeah.
Oh, you're welcome. All right. See y'all later. Bye.
Bye. I have a I have a friend, and she and her family don't lock their doors. I couldn't do that. I was raised with the phrase "trust but verify." I like that, Gilroy. And I'm not
Yeah.
saying I don't. I am naive in a way because I'll talk to anyone, but I don't. I wouldn't like give them a ride or bring them in my car or give them a dime or.
Yeah.
And
So
I
is
think
that
that's
why I
another.
was asked all those questions at the beginning so that you could get all my verification answers?
No, but I guess really when I told you when I was a little kid, we were in Mexico and there were people begging, and my pops told me in my face like you can't solve their problems by giving them money, you know,
It's true.
or you can't take them all home. Basically, is what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for stopping by, Tammy. The statistics is more people are murdered by someone they know on a Friday or Saturday, not by strangers. This is true too.
Good to know.
So I hang out
Good
by
to
myself.
know. When I go traveling, this would be good to know.
But I think everywhere has that same probability of being dangerous like anywhere else.
Oh yeah.
Because
I know it matters where you are.
I I've been part I like there's certain places I went to where I thought would be really intimidating and they weren't.
Hmm.
But the reputation is worse than what it is.
Yeah.
Don't know why you have to continually try to make get because oh man.
Is Denise writing a statement?
Probably.
So
So
it just felt like it was halfway. Yeah.
I'm thinking about what I'm gonna make tonight. Mm-hmm. Some nights I do like dedicated as cleaning.
Yeah. I need to vacuum this room. That's the only thing I'm missing. But
I keep on finding stuff. That's my problem because I've rediscovered everything in here. Mm-hmm. So it's like, now I don't need to buy any rotary cutters. I found my backups. I keep on buying blades.
Yes, that's good.
And then I found like 4 or 5 packages. I was like, oh, they're empty. They all have blades in them.
Yes. So you just have to just make sure that you're changing them enough, though.
I've had people in every place I can find public info on them. Court records, warrants, social media, background, and pictures in their social media tells a lot too. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. You know what? I do a lot of traveling. I would always say err on the side of caution. I was kind of joking about Twinnie McTwin because I have Spokio and I ran her name, and I know that she hasn't even like ran fast past one of the you haven't even like no protesting, no protesting, nothing.
Oh, nothing.
You are squeaky clean.
I am squeaky clean. No.
I don't know. Is it different for a man than for a woman?
No, you can run a lot of the other females in my household.
No. I'm talking about meeting people and vetting people. Because I travel by myself. Well, you do too, see? But you're fearless.
See, well, I mean, I talk to them. And so I would never just like if we just talked over a phone and I never physically saw you and could see interactions with you and figure out, like, look into your eyes, that I wouldn't have met you. Because I would not know. Like I don't know, it's weird. Like I would never we have all these friends on the chat and I would probably meet some of them, but there's a lot of them where I'm just like, unfortunately, I would need to be surrounded by people in order to meet them. Like I would meet in a busy area, a busy place. It just would never be a one-on-one because I just want them to be truthful to me.
I've met people from the internet, and every single interaction except for one was utterly and completely amazing.
Yeah. And they all have been for me too. They all have been.
And one was just never. The person just wasn't who they said they were. It's the internet.
I'm worried about that one friend that I'm going to meet. And it's just like, oh, well, that's just going to put a bad taste in my mouth and I'll never do it again. But I just like
Andrea, no.
Great people around me.
Some of us give you creeper vibes. You don't.
You don't. No. No. Geek and down. I like you.
We would be hanging out. We would be hanging out on the lake, on the sea-doo, drinking whiskey out the bottle.
You wouldn't be drinking
about tomorrow. No, I'm singing. That one Kid Rock song reminds me of when I owned my sea-doo. So whenever he came out with that song, was that one summer when I was sea-dooing.
Yeah. So if we ever had like a big house party, Andrew, you're invited. You're totally invited to the house party. Hands down.
No, but another reason is I teach my son this. I think it's weird that in most of his life, he meets people on the internet. In my life, most of the people I know, I see every day or I interact with, or I know, like, from around the way.
Absolutely.
Sure would all have fun. Absolutely.
Yes. Oh, it would be great. It would be great.
It's even like it's so different in the sewing community. I've been a part of other communities and it's piracy. But in the sewing community, everybody's about something and you're creating something and you have something to show. Even if you're not showing it, you know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. When you get in like political discussions and stuff, you could be talking to someone that went to MIT or somebody that like dropped out of the 11th grade.
Yeah. I never want to go down the political like spiral with anyone. I have no intention to ever do that.
I don't have the energy to argue with people. That's why I love sewing, because it puts a smile on my face. It adheres to all my weird tactile tendencies.
Mm-hmm. If it brings joy, then let's do it. You know, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Things that you have to just defend yourself with, it's not, to me, it's not even worth it, because you're going to spend so much energy, and by the end, you could be angry, or just you'll never talk to that person ever again.
Absolutely. I've had people from the internet since I was in high school in the 90s. You know what's so funny? That does kind of shiver me timbers, though, because I used to be in chat rooms and I would just meet names and be like, hey, are you Bob 65, 45? Like, yeah, they're cool. You know, gosh, way different now.
Well, people meet spouses online too. So
that is true. I've known a lot of people that have met their spouses online.
Mm-hmm.
I think some of it is deeper on how you know the people on the internet. Are they geeks from a geek chat forum? Probably safe. If it's someone you've been on OnlyFans, good chances of creep. Absolutely.
Could be.
And that's another thing. Everybody that I've met from the sewing community are they're good people, you know. Exactly. You can tell a lot by someone by what they say online. Oh yeah. It's the old say. What is it when someone shows you who they? When someone tells you who they are, believe them.
Yes.
I've met so many really cool people.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram was like that because I didn't realize it was pinging my location.
Oh.
Until I turned it off. And so I had
Mm-hmm.
no idea. I was such a rookie. I had no idea 6 years ago. And so I met a lot of cool people from California because I had no idea that it was pinging my location because I was a rookie, you know.
Yeah.
I'd post something and it would literally tag my hometown. And then it would spark a debate of like, where is this place I've never heard of?
Where in the world is yes, something California.
A safety friend is a must.
Oh, definitely, depending on who you're meeting. Absolutely.
I have a
meet at a quilt show. You just go your separate ways.
I have a family member that I bring with me.
Mm-hmm.
He's a wall of a human being and a scary person. Like if I'm really scared, but it hasn't been like that in a while. But if I was like, hey, will you come with me? He'd be like, oh, you know I'm nosy. Let's go meet this person. Like I'm nosy.
I think I know who you're talking about. Yes.
Well, he's the only one I still talk to.
Yeah.
But he's a no joke person. And he's another one where you'd run if you saw him in person with his patches. The other day I spent way too much time in Yahoo chat rooms. Yup. And we also had these things called party lines where you would call a number and it'd say, there's a party in a field over here in blah, blah, blah. And we would go. Or in a warehouse on blah, blah, blah street. You didn't have party lines?
No, not in rural upstate New York.
I'd always get so excited.
Yodel to talk to each other.
We'd go to like weird warehouse parties in parts of LA I'd never heard of.
No, that's sketchy.
This was pre-Google, pre-MapQuest.
Yeah.
We'd be out there with a Thomas guy, like, okay, take the 5 to the blah, 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 to this, to that, to that. Get off on this street. We'd write down all the instructions. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
You never had party lines.
Not like that. No, that's an LA thing.
They were fully functioning too for years and years. And every time you call, at least on the weekends, those parties were legit.
So you would, if you hung up and then called another, so you have to, each one had their own individual number.
No, it was like a number, and you would call it, and it was just an automated thing that like, all right, tonight the party's in Pomona, and then next week it'd be like, all right, the party's in Studio City, and then next week like they'd tell you where it is, or they'd say where multiple parties were.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you because I bet there was multiple.
When it got really popular, like they used to call them party houses, but basically it was people that ran parties like companies, and they would all of them were sponsored after a while, so it'd be like, oh, go to this party or go to this party.
Yeah, my friends would just call me up and just say, this is where we're going. I'm like, all right.
We had a local Grapevine party Friday night at the VFW park. Oh, I miss those days. Or
so-and-so's parents are out of town. We're going to their house for the evening. Like, that's pretty much what ours was like.
And we did some great shit back in the day, too. Once my roommate in Chicago met some other kids on the bus on his way to work, and they invited us to a party an hour and a half on the other side of Chicago, and we went. We had no idea who they were before cell phones, just at some random party. You know, it's so funny. I think about this all the time. My friends and I, back in the day, Mexico's drinking age was 16.
Mm-hmm.
We would go without telling our parents. We were in a foreign country on a Friday night drinking when it's not legal in our country. Yeah. If my son did that, I'd be like, I would have to be hospitalized. You'd have to shoot me with a tranq dart. You'd literally have to shoot me in the hallway of the hospital with a tranq dart. I go, don't worry, he'll be up in 5 minutes. Oh no.
Oh.
How would you react if your kid showed up on Monday and was like, I went to Mexico?
We're going to talk when we get home from school. That's all I would say. But I feel like the generation that some of us have brought our children up into, I'm including you, like the way that we brought up our children is different than the way we were brought up. Like, I'm not saying, I think that we had more free reign than they did in certain ways, just because we were untrackable. We could just go places and we knew we could sneak around and stuff like that. Where nowadays they're attached to a cell phone and they know that we can track every moment they have, and they don't feel the need of like seeking that thrill to do things as much. I don't see that in this.
Ouch.
In my kids.
That is so true. That is true.
Yeah. So I don't know if they just have more of a, their brain screwed on right like at the moment, and like they're just more mature than, I don't know. I'm not saying they're more mature than we were back in the day, but they're just not seeking that thrill that we had. So like I used to go up into Canada because once you turn 18, once you
foreign country,
you could drink in a foreign country, and there literally was 2 miles past the border was the first bar, and that's where like every kid from my high school would go. So I don't know, and we all just spend the night in Canada and come home the next day.
And I think that's part of the problem too, because I was such a crazy teen. Yeah. See, it's so different though, because my kid is like Wally and the Beef. He's so well behaved. Him and his friends, they act their age. I wanted to be an adult when I was his age.
Yeah.
They're
still kids, and they still act like,
it's a lot more innocent. Like we were trying to emulate adults,
Yeah.
And now the kids can see that that adulthood is stinky. I don't know.
Well, everything's just more open to them too.
That is true.
Like just our lives are more transparent compared to like how we saw our parents.
Well, that's true, because my parents had consequences and repercussions. I lied to their face.
Yeah.
My parents were no joke. I knew when my parents said no, it was in stone. It was Roman no. It was a Roman. No, it was chiseled. Like I never asked twice. I never asked twice. That's why when my kiddo asked me something twice, I'm like, oh, you would not have survived the 1980s.
I just laugh. I go, didn't I just tell you that? You know, no, like it's only been 12 hours. I haven't changed my mind.
They interact in a different way. It can be dangerous. Mm-hmm. I agree. I'm not saying they're completely innocent. It's just we were different.
Yeah.
I got on a bus and went to rural New York at like I was basically 16, but I just turned 17.
Yeah.
And was gone for a solid 7 months and came back with long hair.
You're fearless back in the day.
I was dressed like Jimi Hendrix. And something would click and make me feel like I have a common interest. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think of the things I didn't do that I could have went so bad. I was a good kid. And man, I went to Germany as an exchange student. I drank so much beer and was offered drugs so many times.
Yeah.
I think really stuck to beer. The older me thinks, holy cow. The world is wild.
Yeah.
Part of me, my parents were much older than me. I'll go relive a second childhood when my kid turns 8.
We have 2 years.
Oh, I'll be ready to go. I'll Magnum PI mustache. I'm ready to go. I'll wear Hawaiian shirts all the time with my Marlin hat. I feel like I have to start wearing. I almost bought a Dolphins hat.
You did not.
Oh, but I walked in there saying I was gonna buy the because last night when we were talking, I told you I want the Marlins hat.
You did, and so the other night you go, should I get a hat? And I'm like, no. So was this the hat that you wanted the other night?
Yeah, that I I'm not gonna go back in this place though for the rest of the week. Back to real life. School's in. I'm not going. I'm tying my hands down.
Like, do we need a pinky promise this one?
No, because I don't want to lie to you. We were way more innocent. They are exposed to much more. Okay, this is true because when I first moved to LA, I had never really seen a hooker before. Me and my friend, I had this giant glass window in my first apartment. We would sit with binoculars. We'd play Spot the Hooker. Because I had never seen one in real life. We'd like, oh, they got in the car. And we were like slapping each other. They really got in the car. Like, we were like little kids. We didn't know that was real.
Yeah.
We were such goobers because I was sheltered. Even though for everything I knew, for as tough as I was, for all the experience I had never seen anything like that,
Mm-hmm.
And both of us were from the same place, so we were like scared. We were in the middle of LA, scared. Oh, those were good times. Where we're from, they don't charge you for sauce. In the city, they charge you for sauce. So it'd be like, why are you charging us for sauce, man?
Yeah.
But here, if you ask for 15 ranch, they'll give it to you.
Yeah.
I was the oldest, so my parents were super strict with me. I think I was the youngest. Meanwhile, my sister, who got away with everything, was the one out drinking and having sex with her friend. It's maddening. I understand. My siblings kind of hate me because I was that person. I don't know.
I got you with the oldest child syndrome thing. You and I. We got held to standards.
I didn't.
But the time they got to my brother, they're like, just survive.
Exactly. I'll never forget the day my dad looked at me. He's like, look, just don't get the cops called. And that was like legitimately his rule. Don't draw attention to yourself.
Yeah.
To where the authorities are here. It's really funny. I have a younger cousin who was hooked on drugs, and he is the best example. I totally agree. Anyone like that? And it's not even the time they're on drugs, it's the lifetime they spend after, either trying to get off of it or all the drama that comes from that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The red light I thought was my mom's cigarette was the power light on the VCR.
Wow.
Oh. So to this day, I can program a VCR if anybody needs that.
I need to go find. Somebody asked me for a VCR the other day. Was it my oldest? I think it was my oldest. She goes, "Mom, I really want a VCR." I was like, "Do you even know what it takes to have a VCR?"
I would have said the same thing. I would have been like, "Do you know what that is?" But
Like,
it's so different. My son had a VCR in his room as a little guy, and he would put tapes. He knows how to rewind and everything. He grew up with it, not knowing it was antiquated technology.
mm-hmm.
He just knew that if he put that thing in, it made it the video he wanted to watch was on the screen.
Yes.
It's sad. You know what? It's when you're the youngest, it's not even that you get away with it. The parents are tired. Tired.
Yeah.
My parents were exhausted by the time I came around.
I couldn't imagine having a child right now. Like, seriously, that's what your mom was doing.
When I was born.
You were like 2.
Yep. At this age, I think about that all the time. I'm like, oh man, if I had a 1-year-old right now, like, yeah, I would have been 2. Because my dad was almost the exact same age when I was born. So like, yeah, I would have been like 1 or 2.
Crazy.
So yeah,
do it.
Yeah, in your 40s, like, and think about it. Al Pacino, how old was he when he had his last kid?
70 something.
No, he was like 90 something, wasn't he?
No. Well, I mean, it still works for y'all. We get closed down as soon as menopause hits. Y'all can go forever. Keep those genes alive.
He had a child at 84 years old.
Oh, I was close. Did I say 78? I was close. Wow, I could not imagine.
Byron, how's it going? Anyone who has a VCR is now a 12 flasher. I'm telling you, I can program any VCR where it's not flashing.
Okay, not to sound gross, I just couldn't imagine having a relationship with a man 50 years my older than I am or more.
Look at the coach. Look at Coach Bill Belichick.
Well, if you didn't have money.
We do that. Whenever I go to Kings games, Laker games are the worst for this. Clipper games, not so much because everybody's kind of in the same boat. But hockey, all the people sitting at the front, I'm sitting there like, that's for money. That relationship's for money. Oh, you know that relationship's for money.
I was like, how much money are you giving me? I don't have to work? Okay. I got you. I get whatever I want? Okay, thanks.
You know what's really sad? Katie hit the nail on the head. I agree. Like, I'm telling you, I could shame people all the time with my cell phone. Just driving around my town, I could shame people, but to me, it's more sad when people ruin their lives. Watch Nate Barzetti stand up about being the oldest child. It's so funny about him being the oldest in his family. He's a funny comedian. I need new comedians. I will look that up.
Yeah, he is funny.
She's in that relationship for the money. I'm telling you, Kilroy, hockey is the best because you'll be in the front. I had a friend and she was like into hockey, like she knew the rules and everything, and she'd always be like, if anyone was taking a selfie, she'd be like, oh, she's not here for the game. She's not here for the game. And we were there just in the beginning of all the madness, not even realizing the wave of selfies that would come after that.
I want to know if those girls that sit in the front really even know what a hockey game's about.
Dude, I'm a better conversation. Take me out to dinner. I'm a better conversation. I know I will I'll be hitting the glass. I'll smile whenever they get to the coach and I'm sitting behind the coach. I'll be wearing the proper colors.
Yeah, I mean, I can just hear it now. What are they doing? What's going on? Like, I would just be annoyed.
Take me to the front row.
Take William up to the front row. He wants to sit by the class.
My friend Boffy, I loved her. I loved Boffy, but there was one time she went to a hockey game and she sent me a picture and I was like, are you going to pull a shift? I'd never even sat that close. She was like 3 rows behind.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're so close, you could literally jump on the ice.
Mike, yeah, I just want to see, I could splurge anytime and just go and sit in the front, but it's just like, I'm just not ready to do that yet. I would love just to splurge and just sit down there. But it's so much more fun sitting higher anyway. I think personally, because you just get more real, I'm not saying, I don't know, the people are different. And it's just more fun sitting up there.
Thank you so much for stopping by, Laura. Thank you so much. I hope you feel better. Whenever I see your name, I am so happy because, we all heard that you weren't doing well. So every time I see your name, I smile. I'm so glad.
Yes. Good night, Laura. Oh, he's muted. Yeah, I'm being dozed off and have a great week and a wonderful week ahead. Thank you, Laura. Thank you so much. Good night. But yeah, I would eventually really like to sit up near the glass one day. That would be an amazing thing to see. I just don't know which game I want to see up close and everything like that. That's like the only problem. So maybe someday we'll figure that out.
I had to cover my mouth for lip readers because I was giving my son some life advice.
Oh, it's okay. I can't read lips, so it wasn't me.
I'm dead to rights with reading lips. It's a scary skill that still to this day, I don't know why I still have it. I'm like, oh, he said that on TV.
I'm going to start mumbling then a little bit.
All the Canadians will get
well, then you can't read the lips.
CPP and family allowance at the same time.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you're doing better, Laura. We were all really worried about you.
Yeah.
It stinks when someone says that someone in the community isn't feeling well. We all think the worst.
But how are you doing, Byron? I'm glad that you stopped in tonight.
Absolutely, Byron. Absolutely. Not sure if I mentioned this. We moved my youngest into the dorms tomorrow. I'm not sure that happened, though. He was in preschool just last week. Cynthia, I know the feeling. I'm telling you, today was our 5th year at this school, and I'm like, where'd the time go? He is still talking?
Yes.
Oh, that's why you were muted.
Yeah. And I don't ever realize when he's on mute until I hear him. I see his lips moving, and I don't hear any sound. I'm like, oh, let me keep going. Hold on. No dead air here. Nope.
They do grow past it. My phone. I get so mad because it'll show a picture of my son when he's 4. And I'm like, I don't feel like crying today, phone. Out of here, phone. Out of here.
Yes.
I can't read lips no matter how hard I try. I've been watching sports my whole life, and that's where I discovered the skill. Watching sports as a child, because they cut to the coach, and the coach is like, and I'm like, oh,
because they're so dramatic and theatrical. You can read their lips absolutely any day.
That's where it started. That's where it's like, and more basketball than anything else. But football coaches are the best when they cut to.
Yeah. I really enjoyed when they got those really high-powered mics back in the 90s, that picked up, those dish mics. I don't know what they're really called.
Oh yeah, no.
Pick up anything.
NFL Films was like space age back in the day because you could now hear everything that was on the film, and them running, them hitting each other, and the roar when they hit each other.
The sound of that clash. I was like, oof, it's a lot.
My youngest is still in middle school, so it feels like it's gonna be forever. I'm telling you, the school my son goes to now, he started when he was in middle school. It's It doesn't feel that long. It will fly by. I'm telling you. Do you okay?
Andrea, mine's in 8th grade. That's my youngest is in 8th. I can't believe I have an 8th grader. I can't.
Doing okay for the first day of the new work week. Totally understandable.
Oh,
You know what? I actually might get a decent night's sleep tonight. I don't even want to say that out loud, actually.
No. Why'd you?
Plane is gonna crash on like next to my house or something crazy.
No.
I'm using voice messaging, and that whole message was supposed to be in present or future. Okay, it drives me crazy. I had to stop doing voice messaging for that very reason. I love the bad lip readers. Me too. I do.
Yeah.
Do you know?
What's those YouTube channels?
I wrote this down because I'm so glad we segued.
Okay.
Today. I don't know why I needed a real Monday laugh. I needed like a genuine, unprompted laugh. I watched a video called Idiots and Fire. I was literally on the ground laughing.
Idiots and Fire.
It made me want to put a fire extinguisher in every room in this house. And it's people who are flossing for like the gram, but they don't know how to put a fire out. This one lady was spreading fire through her house, so she set her whole kitchen on fire. There was a grandpa who was sitting in a living room, and the drapes were on fire. He was watching it, and then they walked in. They're like, "What are you doing?" And everyone panicked, tried to get him out. Oh, wow. I was supposed to be starting empty nester tomorrow, but we moved my oldest son back in last week. Now he's temporarily until he starts working the next location in a couple of months. I kind of get empty nester when my son goes with his mom on the weekends. I'm not kidding you. That's what started my gambling habit. I got bored and just started heading east. And then I go to State Line, and then I started winning money. I got cocky, and then I went to Vegas and won money.
You going to Vegas anytime soon?
I don't know. If you don't see me on a Friday, maybe I'm there. Well, I might call you and tell you anyways.
Oh, well, I would, yeah. Yeah, just text me and let me know.
I kind of want to. I want to do a stream, but my phone is my cell phone is better than my phone.
Than your computer.
I am so sorry. My computer is better than I'm telling you, you see, I did not get any sleep, so my weird aphasia is kicking in. Purple monkey dishwasher.
And how do they relate?
They don't.
I don't.
Do you know what aphasia is? It's when you're trying to say something and you just say things that are nonsense because your brain waves are all messed up.
Absolutely. I've been there many times, my friend. Many times. So I knew exactly what you're talking about.
So I should have took a nap today and I didn't. It's because I was excited because of all this. School's back. I get my life back.
Every day, you guys, before the stream, I just want to let you know, I'm going to go take a nap now, so I'm fresh and ready to go.
Oh, Andrea, I'm out of it. I should have took a nap.
Well,
everyone's starting college this year. I don't know. You know what? My ex-wife tells me all the time, what are you going to do when he moves out? I told her, I said, I'm going to move next door. And she's like, I kind of believe you.
Yes.
She's like, I kind of believe you.
Yes. I already told both my girls, I was like, you know what? If you go to university somewhere, I'm just going to go buy a house and I'll just live there part-time and you can just go in and out.
This is real though. What Andrea is saying, I don't know how kids are going to afford to go out on their own anymore. It's so expensive, and where I live, they can't.
No, they can't here either.
No one's going to college here and living on their own, unless their parents are millionaires.
Yeah, they'll dish it out until the kid figures it out.
Yeah, no one is doing that. No one. I'm a mess without sleep. I'm a mess. I feel like I've been an empty nester for the last couple of years. It's just been me and my youngest in the house. He's either at work or at the gym. Totally. I hang out with my mom all the time because I don't think she's been alone in 50 something years.
Mm-hmm.
And that can't be easy, you know. Of always having someone around for 50 something years and then all of a sudden being alone. And I am a hermit. I could totally hide in here. Mine has been the opposite. When my daughter was diagnosed with cancer 5 years ago, it was just crisis mode. And now even it's still lots of appointments and stuff. My life feels more tied down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I already resigned to thinking my kids are just going to live with me for a long time. Where I live, unless, like, that's why I'm going to buy a property with pods. So my son can feel independent and I can still be controlling. It's true. It's true. I'm gonna buy like he can live just far enough where I have to holler. Hey, you want some chili? I made this on the pot out here.
Third house to the right.
Oh, he'll know. I'll have a sign. Dad's house, neon sign blinking.
Yes. Oh.
Staying at home is the default now. Now, you can only afford to move out if you decide to get so many roommates that you can make the okay. I'm not kidding you. What Kilroy is saying is real. The average person my age in California still lives with their parents.
Mm.
The average person my age still lives with their parents.
Wow.
Oh, and there's at least 9 people I could think of just off the top of my head that I'm Facebook friends with that still live with their parents, if not more.
I'm amazed.
And one who like acts like he's rich. I guess if you don't have to pay rent, you're rich.
Yeah. Well, all your money's going right to your pockets. Mom and dad are paying for the electricity, the water, the internet.
But it's true. Yeah, you're rich. Are you kidding me?
What do you do with your money?
I would be a 1,000. I wouldn't have ones in my stash if I didn't have to pay bills. Those would be hundies. I'd finally have my shoebox filled with 20s. I'd finally get my shoebox.
I can't. I have no. Oh. Yes.
And it's where I live. I know things are probably different everywhere else, but it's like so expensive to live here. I don't know how people do it. I know people who each are making 100,000 a year, and they're barely making it here.
Mm-hmm.
These hotels.
And it all depends on what you spend money on too. If you're doing all the extra stuff on top of just regular living, yeah, you're gonna work for it.
This is where I judge people in my town. Every single person in this town owns a Tesla or like one of those Rivians, and they're all leasing it, like, and they're all like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, all of those, we're getting commercials like crazy around here to lease Teslas and electric vehicles.
I own my vehicles, and they may not be the flashiest things on earth, but I own them.
I believe outright, yeah. I don't care what does it get you from point A to point B? Yeah. Does it do its job? Yeah. So.
Absolutely. I don't know, but I don't know. I had an example. I had an uncle who always leased cars.
Mm-hmm.
And was he just like a slave to a car payment for 40 years? Because he was doing it for over 40 years. Every year he'd get a new car.
Well, most of the time you only have to put like a couple $1,000s down, and then your payment is like $190. And then you can drive 10,000 miles a year. So it all depends on how much he was using his vehicle.
my son doesn't live with me. He doesn't have a fancy job. He works hard, has a roommate, and does not live in a fancy apartment. Most of his furniture was purchased secondhand.
Yeah.
Sheila, I don't know if I've ever bought firsthand furniture that didn't come from Walmart or IKEA. Ever.
No.
Oh no, my couches are no, but they're ran down now. My couches were probably the first piece of furniture I ever bought.
Yeah, weren't you telling me it was like a month ago your mom wanted you to buy new couches?
Well, it's because my house gets used. I live in my house, and my couches are starting to show that. But they're like 14 years old, 15 years old. When Isaiah was a little guy, I have this giant living room, and so when he was a little guy, we watched Nick Jr. in there.
Yeah.
I'd pass out. I'm tied down in a similar way. I have a rare disorder. If I wanted to move, I'd need to do medical consultants before finding a final decision on timing. And timing would have to work like a Swiss watch.
Yeah, I understand that, Kilroy. Yeah. This
Absolutely.
makes it a little harder.
Oh, I'm just gonna move now. I'm like there's all these places I want to live, but I don't know if my lungs could handle the north during the winter.
Yeah.
I would miss my sewing machines. Once a week, I have to go and stroke all my touch and sews. Judge me. And so I need to be near them. If we took a vacation or something, that's cool, but then I'd come back and hug all of them like they were puppies waiting for me at the gate.
Oh, is that what you did when we went to Vegas? You came back?
No, I was only gone for a couple of days. We just all gave each other a high five.
Oh, okay. But if you leave more than one for like a week, it would just be, they would just be like, I can't even think of the word right now.
It's weird where I live, Sheila. Most people live with their parents. Like I see people like with their mom. It's weird. It's weird where I live. It's weird. ADHD thought of the day. I was feeling enlightened. I was wondering how lightning worked, and then it struck me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the same with travel. There's no spontaneity anymore. Everything has to be planned. Huh? I know someone like that. Huh? I know someone like that. I'm spontaneous. I might call you from Seattle.
Yeah. Well, it's harder when there's reasons why I have to plan ahead.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard. No, I have a kid too. I plan around.
Yeah. Well, I plan around. Well, I think the only thing I told you was when I was coming to Road to California. So it's just like, no, because I just want to hang out with you for just a couple moments. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. I totally.
You need to clear your calendar for me. Just kidding.
Someone has a kid sewing machine from 1904 listed. It was so cute. I hadn't ever seen one before. Be careful. That's a whole other genre of antique toy sewing machines because there's a whole world of those. I basically can't travel west of Chicago or south of Norfolk, Virginia, unless I want to get on a plane and spend one day at the destination. Can't leave the country ever.
Kilroy, Norfolk's only 3 hours from me. You can't do another 3 hours. 3 hours.
My oldest friend furnished his apartment from a resale shop. I'm so impressed on now. Well, he stays frugal. Oh, absolutely. Cynthia, I'm not kidding you. I don't think every single piece of furniture except for my couches came from the Goodwill or the Salvation Army or, Jim Bob's thrift store. Her rent on a one-bedroom apartment is more than the mortgage payment on a 2,000 square foot house.
Yeah.
Yikes. My son doesn't buy fancy clothes or party. He chose this. Just saying it can be done, but it's hard. Oh, I totally get it. Where I'm from, people, a lot of people are like, they see how hard life is. So they move back into their mom's 6-bedroom house.
Yeah.
You know?
I just refuse. There's nothing in my life. I don't care how hard. I will never move back in with my mother.
I'd probably gain 30 pounds if I lived with my mom, because she would be like, you have to be at least 250 pounds.
Mm-hmm. She does have like 2 garages in the back. Like if they took one of those and like made it into an apartment kind of thing, maybe I wouldn't be enticed. But no. Then she have to come knocking on my door. Come on, knock on my door.
Oh no! We've got his and hers, Three's Company too.
You're welcome.
That's one of my fall asleeps too, but I started watching it. You know why? It's because I watched it as a kid and I liked it, but I didn't understand all the innuendo. And as an adult, I'm like, didn't get that as a kid. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, Larry. Oh, I get Larry now. Like, oh, you'd be in jail for doing that now, Larry.
Absolutely.
I bought a house in 2016, and the houses that are the same as mine or in my development are selling for more than double exactly what I paid for. I don't know how people can even afford it. That's what I'm saying.
Mine too.
That's my exit to go to Norfolk. Spontaneous is all my in-laws know. I had to learn to be spontaneous or live stressed all the time. You know, as somebody who is very stressed, I tell myself all the time, life is attitude. So if you are stressed out all the time, your life will be stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not kidding. I'm in the car. Life is attitude. Life is attitude. Because I'm ready to just scream. But I'm like, that's on me. If I scream, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
There's a point where you, like, I'm not saying everything is voluntary, but you choose to let people bother you or not.
Yeah, we had that conversation the other day too.
And that sentence is frustrating because it's true. And sometimes I just am angry and like I'm like, I made myself this way. We have a great consignment shop where uber rich send their furniture. I love that. You're gonna judge me, but people in LA leave their furniture on the street. I have picked up a brand new leather couch off the street.
Amazing.
To the point where my friend was like, no, I'm searching this. No. He like went under. He was like, there has to be someone had to pee in this or something bad. Yeah. But I got a brand new leather couch. Like people leave furniture, glass tables. I found that sewing table. People are asking $2,800 a month for rent for a 3-bedroom house. That's California prices. Byron, you live in California. Do you live in California, New York, or Florida?
North Carolina.
Those are beach prices. Because that's how much, when I first move out, and I'm not trying to like, rent was $900 across America. Oh. $850, $500 in the Midwest a month. You know what I'm saying? Like $800 on the coasts when I first moved out. So what people pay for rent now, I'm like, I would have starved. I would have starved. I have an awesome used furniture guy around here. He gets the most interesting deals. I bought my desk from him. Desks are it's from the public library in Cleveland. I love that. Desks are so expensive. It only costs $80. I did not realize till I furnished this room how insane desks were.
Oh yeah. Office furniture just themselves is just outrageous. It's crazy.
Those rent prices here in Michigan too insane. She was always browsing. Reminds me of someone I know. Katie, my husband's employer, used to have a celebratory weekend in Naples, Florida every year for the execs and GMs in the company. I was told to shop the resale shops there because there's such a shortage of affordable housing. It's really sad.
Well, that's somebody you know. Always has their eyes out for the perfect porch that can have a swing on it.
Office furniture is so
I'm
expensive.
totally Southern girl.
Are always paying with other people's money. Oh gosh, this is like whenever I used to get a government job, I would be they would be like, so that screw's worth 10,000. This is worth like government like the government has no concept because it's just blank checks they're signing, you know.
That in schools.
I didn't think about that.
It felt like they wanted every single classroom to match. I'm like, why? I want tables. I don't need desks. But no, we all had a match. All had a match. But it all works in the end. And I don't like I don't like a desk, but I was told I had to keep my desk in my classroom.
Because they want you to keep that teachery, that air of authority.
Exactly. Oh yeah. And I just rather have a small group area over there. I mean, you walk into my classroom, and if you don't see me standing up, I'm on the floor with the kids teaching them something. There's going to be one day I can't do that anymore. It's going to be a sad day in my life. But, yeah.
It's a ritzy place, ritzy clothes. When I lived in Oregon, there was a lodge where uber rich people would come from around the world, and they would leave snowboard gear. Do you know how expensive snow pants are?
Yes.
Jackets, oh my gosh. They left so much stuff that they would have auctions.
They do the same thing in North Carolina when they go to the mountains over here. Lake Placid, I've seen that happen where they had auctions like you talked about. And then at the beach, you can tell when it's Saturday because like all the little boogie boards and the floaty stuff, the umbrellas, everything is just at the end over by the trash cans, whatever it may be. And it's just crazy, but they just buy it when they get here and they don't need to bring it back with them. So there needs to be like a rent place instead of just buying it.
What do you mean, like rent furniture?
No, I'm talking about clothes. Like the stuff like that.
There are places like that online. I just don't trust it because you see me itching in real life. I have skin issues, and so I can't just wear anyone's clothes. I have to, like, in a weird way, I can't wear, if I wear someone else's hat, I break out.
Yeah. Oh, I understand that.
I'm weird. Like, I'm weird like that. So I couldn't do that. But I don't know if it's Poshmark, but there's something like that where I could be dead wrong. I watch a lot of, sewing tube.
Yes.
This is true. The government is ultimate in other people's money. Government is ultimate other people's money. If they run out of other people's money, they can just raise taxes and get other people's money. For real. My house will be up for sale soon. I know all this talk is making me dread the day I ever have.
You're in Oklahoma, right? I think Oklahoma is one of his states that he has opened.
My contribution to the housing shortage.
Yeah. There's so many houses around my area that are for sale, and I'm really surprised that they're still for sale at this time.
I do this cruel thing when people move in. In my head, I'm like, all right, I'm like, okay, I saw them on this date. There are a few people in this neighborhood that haven't even lasted a year.
Mm-hmm.
Because they move here and they don't realize, okay, you bought the house, then you have to live here.
Yeah.
Then you have to go to the grocery store. I'm not kidding you. The other day, my son and I, we just went and got junk food, pretzels, filler, mustard, ketchup, ranch, paper plates, $288. And it was just like, we already had meat and bread and stuff, so it was just filler.
Yeah.
It's expensive to live here. Chips are still $8. You think I'm playing? I eat the Doritos. You think I'm playing? I literally eat down to the last chip. I fold this thing like I paid $8 for that bag of chips. I will eat down the last chip.
I'm not going stale on your watch.
Nope.
But fun fact, I have not bought any chips since April.
Wow.
Because whenever that last school shopping, thing I had before the girls went to school, that's when we bought chips because they were in a chip mode at that time. And then we went back to school and I was like, okay, do you want me to get you chips? And they both said no. I was like, are you okay? No chips. No chips yet this year. We're only on day 3. So
that is true though about Europe. You do have a furnished apartment except for the kitchen.
William, she lives on the pretty side of the state. Whatever side that is.
I see that wink. Lots of people there just move their whole kitchen instead of moving everything on that. Hey, I have a bunch of pointless things, a bunch of Cuisinart junk I don't use. A lot of huge investment companies have purchased houses and rentals for Airbnb. In LA County, they made Airbnbs illegal because they bought so many houses that people no one owns a house. No one owns a house in LA anymore. And so they were trying to stop Airbnbs, but then other companies just came in and filled the blank where Airbnbs were because, okay, so now you don't want to sell it to us because we're going to make it to a party house. Okay, sell it to us. We're just going to rent it out, So Airbnb bubble is popping big time.
Cynthia, when you get it on the market, send me a link to it, please. Thank you.
Chips are my weakness. Mine too, Andrea. Right now, I every night, it's because I fell in love with this really super sharp cheddar. I make nachos every night now because I'm crazy. Yeah. I love crunchy food. Me too. That's why I'm going all the way until I get dentures.
If I bought crunchy food, that filler food that you call it, if I bought
what it is, it's filler.
But I'd balloon up to 300 pounds. I'd just be like, hey, roly-poly-oly here for assistance. I couldn't stop. Once you pop, you just can't stop.
I don't know how anyone can afford to live in California when you state the prices you pay. I'm thinking I could buy 3 of this. It's insane here. And I'm not even going to sit up here and pretend. I got help from my mommy and daddy. And I will look in the camera and say I got help from my mommy and daddy. Because Kilroy knows the real story. So either you're rich or you're broke. People like Will are a very small minority.
Yeah.
Tiny minority. That's why when people come to my front door, they're like, I always laugh when people is the owner here, and I'm like, what do you want? What?
You woke me up from my slumber. What would you like today? Oh.
Thank you so much for stopping by, Sheila. I'm gonna end this pretty soon. It's a school night. I just have to get up to make sure. Well, my son's homeschooled. I just have to make sure he's sitting at his computer. He's gonna be like this tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, so at least it's just orientation tomorrow. I doubt that they'll go through the expectations and the syllabus, and then
I think there's a weird orientation he has to watch.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
Because the lady was telling all the seniors they didn't have to watch it, but everybody else, she's like, yeah. And then she looked at Isaiah's paperwork. She's like, I don't know if you have to watch the video, but watch it anyway. And I'm on record. I'm like, okay, I'll be up. Just look at him like, are you watching it? You give him some old. Oh, that's my problem. Oh, we're having fun, and I gotta go be responsible. And we gotta go to bed at a decent time this evening. And before you tell me that you do and I don't, I do have to go to bed, and I'm all hyped up because I have had a lack of sleep.
Yeah.
So this is just my death throes before I'm a half an hour from now. I'm gonna be. I've been up all day. Thank you so much for stopping by, Sheila. Give him some good old fashioned. They'd send me to a good old fashioned jail if I did that. How are you surviving on 5 hours of sleep? What time do you get up ready for school?
5 hours is like has been my normal for a long time. So I get up at I used to get up at 6:30, but this year I get up at 6:45.
To be fair, Kilroy, that's how I end all speeches with my child. You know what's so funny? Today, the administrator looked at me and she's like, "Your son is so polite." I said, "Thank you." It took everything in me to not be. He better be. Just look at him like he better be because he was raised that way.
Yeah.
But because I say please and thank you for everything he does too. And so it made me laugh. They're like, dude, they're like, you have no idea. Your son is the most polite kid at this school. I was like, he better be.
Yeah.
But I respectfully said thank you, but I paused because I was like, my mind wanted to say that snappy answer. Oh my gosh, William, been craving chips and queso. I was cranky tonight because I ran out of tortilla chips and didn't want to get some. I had a bowl of cereal for dinner.
Oh.
To be fair though, Cynthia, I am obsessed with cornflakes. So I randomly just eat cornflakes. Oh, so
Yeah.
you are like me. You don't need tons of sleep.
I don't need a ton of sleep, but when I get home, sometimes I like to have like 45 minutes. Just I'll lay in bed and take a nap or whatever. But like tomorrow, I won't even get home till almost 7:00 tomorrow night once I leave the house. I have meetings and then I have gate duty. So it's
And that's
a long day.
Like he got to sleep in today because we didn't have to be there till 10. He's got to be up at 8, so I'm gonna be up East Coast time.
What?
But I'm up and I go back to bed and I force myself and I'm in there. Think happy thoughts. Think happy. Like I force myself to go back to sleep.
So when I go to lunch tomorrow at noon, which is 9:00 your time, I'm like, good morning. How's it going?
You might get a. I need a dragon meme. I need a dragon meme. Good morning.
Oh, we can make you one.
It's gonna take me a minute to get back to I like being a vampire. It's my life, man. I need at least 10 or 12. 10 or 12 hours. I don't know if I could sleep 10 or 12 hours straight.
My body would hurt.
I get up, I wake up, and I'm so weird. I get up and walk around my house. I'm so weird. I have the worst sleeping habit. I need to go to bed earlier tonight, but I'm gonna hate myself tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I'm the same way. I am cranky. I'm a crank without sleep. I'm stuck on fruity Cheerios. I don't know why I'm so addicted to cornflakes. And I'll eat malto meal. I'll eat Kellogg's. Like I do not discriminate. Does the Da Vinci sleep?
Mm-hmm.
I call it decompression time.
Yes.
And that's another thing. Like I get so hyped up. Even when I'm tired right now, I'm still gonna need an hour to pass out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard to go to sleep after being unalive, like right away.
I'm not used to it.
Usually, okay, no, like full disclosure, I usually almost wear my pajamas to bed. All I gotta do is just take my shirt off and change.
I wouldn't mind you. I wouldn't.
But I left my school clothes on.
I wouldn't judge.
I was like, I'll just leave my dress on. It'll be fine. But now I have so much work to do where I can go to bed.
I do work third shift, but I have an odd schedule of I make my schedule, so I'm like 2 on, 3 off, 3 on, 2 off, 2 on, 3 off. Like me and the foreman rotate. Because one of us has to be there at a certain time, and then, everybody else can do whatever they want.
As long as you guys agree on the schedule.
I have a crazy schedule. Like, I don't think the average person could hang with my, like, I am outside at 4:00 in the morning walking around with my rare with my rare disorder basically means immune system is always fighting my blood. I totally understand that. It's the sugar. But I'll eat. Well, they're made with sugar. Yeah, I'm an American. I'm the definition of an American when it comes to that. I do like sugar in my food.
And coffee.
I honestly, I've been seeing how long I can go with it. I lasted 25 minutes. I'm proud of myself.
Do you know what? Can you make it to 27 tomorrow?
No, because my new thing is I wake up and I pound 2 bottles of water.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to live, man. I'm trying to live. So I'm like, look, like forcing myself. It's falling down my face. I'm crying.
I don't want to be doing this. Yeah.
So I'm trying to push the coffee back because I wake up and like a zombie. I walk to the machine. I stand at the sink. I put the coffee in the thing, you know.
I was making my coffee today at school and I said, who's going to be that lucky kid that gets to learn how to make my coffee in the morning? And then I look around my class and I'm like, I don't trust any of them.
It's so sad. Because my dad drank stew, I drink stew coffee. I've been drinking coffee my whole life, and like if it's weak, I'm like, oh man, was that decaf?
It's like it's just flavored water, and it's gross.
Oh, I'm weird. I get 4 to 5, but I do biphasic sleeping. So basically, that's a fancy way of saying that I take naps. I don't take hard naps.
Me.
No, because when I read in Scientific American, they're like the rise of biphasic sleeping, and I'm like, oh, I do that. It's just called cat naps.
Yeah.
Like that's just a fancy word of
hey,
cat
naps. We got to make them bougie now. Like we just can't say cat naps anymore because then somebody's going to take it wrong.
Yes. Yes. Especially like it's so weird. That's why I don't like texting. I'm old. This is where I'm showing my age. It's not that the fact of texting, it's you can't. Sometimes people will misconstrue context, and because I'm a very jokey guy, people will misconstrue things and thinking I'm serious. You know.
Yeah. I've misread your text before. I've misread a lot of people's texts before, but
I'm super straightforward too.
Yeah.
All right. No, I said we weren't going to go past 3, and we're past 3. We've gone past Jupiter. I can see it in the rear view. We've already gone 7 minutes past what we said we were going to do. And for 3 months, we were like, okay, when school starts.
This is your chip. I would have just bowed out and go.
Now. I'm parking it.
Uh-huh.
It's the school year. We got to be responsible, says the guy who bought another hat today. 97 World Series forever. I'm going to go watch it tonight and cry with my Marlin hat on.
Oh. No.
Just never stops attacking me. I am so sorry. Reading, writing, arithmetic, making the teacher's coffee.
No, it's a staple in my life.
Our teachers smoked cigarettes. So they used to hang out in the lounge. Even when they banned smoking in California outright, they still smoked in there for a while. They were like, I don't care about the law. Let these kids. I don't care about them kids.
All I want them to do is push a button, Denise. And then hand me my coffee cup, and then I'll go do the rest. I have to go to the teacher's lounge because that's where my creamer and stuff is. But they can push a button. They can fill up the water jug in the back.
I used to go and hotbox my car all the time because I have multiple vehicles until all my neighbors got Ring cameras. Because they'd be like, why is he sitting in the car for? And I would like watch the Star Trek episodes. I'd be in there for an hour, and then my car get foggy, you know. But everyone's all nosy now, so I don't do that anymore. Chronic illness is evil. It is evil. I miss the old days. My son needs alone at time after dealing with people all day at school. Absolutely. I call it decompression time.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, that's what my parents stay together. Ours are reading, writing, arithmetic. My parents, they literally never left each other's side. But when they came home, they went in separate places.
Mm-hmm.
So when they were out and about, they always hung out. But when together, they were like they lived in the same house. But I swear that's what kept them together.
Nothing wrong with it.
We'll be back at it on Wednesday. We got to be responsible. I'm going to go play with all my new stuff.
No, you need to go to sleep.
Oh, I'm going to hit the deck. Holy cow, it's 11. I'm going to hit the deck. You need to go to bed. Holy cow.
No one tells me what to do. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, then I highly suggest and hope for you that you get
I'm just
sleep.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's all I'm saying.
I will.
I'm going to go make some nachos.
I am. I'm going to go to bed.
Oh, man. So I want to thank you guys are absolutely awesome. I love hanging out with you. I know that this is a sewing channel, but you guys make this awesome. And seriously, this is what it's about. It's about having community, you know, and just hanging out. I'm going to go sew something. Me and my serger are going to go make something magic. You guys are absolutely awesome. To anyone who watches this in the future, I thank you. And I cannot over or underemphasize. Thank you so much.
You guys are amazing.
Because you watch it to the end.
Yes. I really appreciate
those numbers, and I'm like, they were there longer than I was. Oh.
They're putting it on replay. Just in case they missed something.
They have to have, because I'm like, they watched it twice. Thank you. Oh, that's what replay is. See, I'm tired. My brain is not fine. I'm like one thruster. I'm landed on one thruster tonight. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. I will see everybody on Wednesday. Like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will definitely see you next time. Thank you so much.